pushing and pulling, it won't open, it's no good, and I'm wide awake now. I can't get no sleep.
The Blades Ramble are proudly supported by our main channel sponsor, My Business Group, a group of brands designed to support owners, leaders and managers in business. We would not be where we are without the incredible support of John and the team. If you're looking to grow your business, contact mybusinessgroup.co.uk today for more information, or follow the link in the description below.
Blades fans, subscribe to Blades Ramble. Up the Blades.
What is happening, Blades, and welcome back to the Blades Ramble. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your watch-along for Sheffield United visiting West Brom. So it should really be West Brom versus Sheffield United, but we're Blades, aren't we? So this is the way around we do it. So we are going to the Hawthorns. They are one position in front of us in the league. A win takes us above them. Do you think we'll beat them tonight? I want to know whether you're feeling confident of 3 points. Would you take a point? That's a really interesting one tonight, considering the week that we've had, the recent run of form that we've had as well. I don't think a point is a terrible result here. I do think we've enough to beat them. I like the team, which we will be going through. And to do that, I need some heavy lifting tonight because I am towing, as you can probably tell. So let's get him in. It's the bald, the brilliant Sally.
Yeah, that's Bali.
That's Barley. How's it going, pal?
I could hear you singing it again, mate. I could hear it. Yeah, I'm good. Cheers, mate. I'm a lot better than you, with sounds of it.
Yeah, no, I am towing a little bit, but I'm absolutely fine. In terms of there's people in a lot worse positions. I have to say thank you to the man Mountain who rang me this afternoon and said, mate, if you want me to step in, I will do. So he did make that offer. So thank you, man Mountain. I'd have been watching it anyway. So like whether I'm laid up or not, hey up. I've got the Sky stream on. I don't know if you're the same.
Yeah.
Big Pat's on. Big Pat's having a bit of an interview. I'm making sure I'm recording this, so I'll catch it later. He'll likely be saying, I'd just like to thank Blades Ramble for sponsoring me. I think that's what the interview's based on.
I'm actually looking for Blades Ramble signal.
I know, I want to. I'm disappointed it weren't on, to be honest.
I have to send him a, what do you call it, an hoodie?
Yeah, we will. Oh, mate. Yes, anyway. They're just showing that do thing that he did when he were at Leeds about Wilder. So anyway, mate, we've got the teams out. Do you want to take us through, firstly, the West Brom team? We'll go through what we've got to come up against first, if that's all right, while I pop some cold and flu capsules.
Yeah, so they've got Wildsmith in net, which is a bit of a shock because the goalkeeper that they've been playing and has done okay has been that Josh Griffiths, and he's played 18 games this year. So that's a bit of a shock. You've got.
I think Wildsmith played the last game. I think.
Did it? Oh,
yeah, I think so, against Southampton. I don't know whether it's injury related or a loss of form from Griffiths. I'm not sure what the situation is, but I'm pretty sure it was Wildsmith against Southampton. I might be wrong.
Got you. And then obviously they've got Bielik, who started in UK at Arsenal, came over from Legia Warsaw, I think, as a kid. Nat Phillips from Liverpool, weren't he? The lad at centre half for them. Is it Harry Styles? No, it's not Harry Styles. It's Callum Styles at left back. He was Barnsley, weren't he? Barnsley.
Yes, he was. He was. Yeah,
centre midfielder.
He's a centre midfielder. He came through as a centre midfielder, then moved back to left back. He's a bit of a jack of all trades, but he actually plays for Hungary national team. Yeah, he does. So anyway, I don't know if you've got any.
I don't know much about Campbell. Is it George Campbell?
George Campbell, American kid. Don't know much about him. Signed him this season, from what I understand. So don't know much about him.
Then they've got Malumbi, who holds midfield, and I think's a very underrated footballer. I think he's a very good player.
Agreed.
He's one that I was hoping that we'd have a look at because he was on a free this summer and then re-signed with West Brom.
Yeah.
Diakate, I don't really know much about him. I can't really give you much info on him, to be honest.
Same.
Price is the one, isn't it? That everybody's raving about. Isaac Price done really well from this year.
Yeah.
Mikey Johnson as well, who we know is dangerous, and we had a look at, didn't we? He went to West Brom instead of us from Celtic on loan.
Yeah.
Carlin Grant, he's been around quite a while. For me, he's a bang average championship striker, League One, good League One, bang average championship striker, but he'll probably notch now.
Nice jinx there before kick-off. Thank you for that.
Hegebo, who is a Norwegian international, just got in their side from in the Norwegian national side. But he's not up against much, is he, in Norway national team to get it number 9 shirt? So
no, that's very true.
I think he'd do a bit more.
Yeah, it's somebody, they're a bit useless, aren't they, up front, Norway? So
unbelievable, Jim. Yeah, unbelievable.
I think looking at that lineup there, particularly the 3 behind, I wasn't sure how they would go, because when Illing Jr. is in the side, he can switch between the 10 and going on the right-hand side. And Price would then do the same. But I think that'll be more or less fixed now, because Johnston is much more of a winger. Grant's been playing on the left wing as a left forward for West Brom for a couple of seasons now, I'd probably say. So that is likely how they will stick. I'm not saying they won't switch throughout the game or anything like that, but that's their most comfortable positions as a 3, I would say, rather than the uncertainty of Illing Jr. coming in with Price and switching between all the time. So I think it gives us more of an idea of what we're up against. What have you seen what they've got on the bench, Lee? Let's have a look. I think I've got it here, to be honest.
Have a quick look.
Yeah, so it's Josh Griffiths, Joe Wallace, Chris Mepham. Interesting, because they've chosen to go with Campbell at right back, Bielik and Phillips as centre halves, whereas the previous game against Southampton, they had Bielik at right back. I don't know whether that was Campbell being unavailable, but they had Bielik at right back, and they had Mepham and Nat Phillips as the centre half pairing. Alfie Gilchrist, obviously very familiar to Sheffield United fans. They've signed him now permanently for £1.5 million. A really good deal for a good young player at this level. Charlie Taylor, a bit of a veteran in and around the Championship, has played Premier League level. You might remember him from Leeds as a left back, Burnley as a left back. He's now obviously found his way to West Brom. Sam Illing Jr. is a threat to come off their bench. A really good young prospect from Villa. I know Lee's a big fan. He's done the damage in a couple of games already this season for him. So Daryl DK, what is I always think of him as a really good striker, but can never get going because he's always stop-start with injury. His fitness lets him down. It's really unfortunate for him because there's definitely a player in there. He can do a little bit of everything. He's quick, he's strong, he can strike the ball well, holds the ball up really well. So don't discount him if he comes on because he is a dangerous player. It's just he's had no luck with injuries at all. Josh Madger, whoa, it's Madger. You know, we should, for those of you that don't, but you should know all about Josh Madger at this level. He has been really good historically at this level. He's played for Sunderland, he's played for Millwall. He then went to Bordeaux for a season on a free and did okay from what I understand for Bordeaux, and then he's come back to this country and has been in and out of the West Brom side. Hegebo, they signed for a bit of money, so he's now leading the line for him when they're only playing one up front. But there's a couple of dangerous strikers there in DK and Madger. Illing Jr. is also very dangerous, who comes on as more like a 10 or a right winger. They have got some players in this West Brom side. They've not been playing well, but like Lee's already pointed out, Mikey Johnston we know all about because a lot of us liked him and wanted him at United. I still think he'd do a job for us now. Excuse me. Isaac Price is the one that's been that's sort of really exploded through the ranks for them. But even the spine's really strong. Malumbi is a really underrated player, like Lee says. He sort of tidies. He's a little bit like their Riedveld.
Yeah.
And tidies everything up. He's a bit of an unsung hero for them. I like Bielik at the back. I'm not a huge Nat Phillips fan, but he always does okay at this level. So that is the opposition, mate. What are we lining up like as a United?
Can I just say, Jim, they can't fancy Gilchrist, can they? He's only played 4 games, and they're playing centre halves at right back. In front of him.
I don't get it. But to be fair, mate, neither did we when he were here. I know the fans liked him, but Wilder weren't playing him, were he? I liked him. I did. I think there's a player in there. I think it's whether he accepts and tries to perfect becoming a right back because he's too small. I think he's too small to be a centre half. You have to be a special player to be his height and a top level centre half. Yeah. And I'm not quite convinced he will get to that level, but I'm not saying he can't be a good centre half for someone at this level, but if he's got aspirations to go on and be a Premier League player, I think he'd have to focus on becoming a right back personally. And that's just speculative. I'm not, suggesting anything else. So how are we lining up, mate? I've got it on screen here.
Well, it's 4-4-2, isn't it? We're going 4-4-2 with the looks of what we've got. Cooper in goal, Sariki at fullback with Burrows the other side, Tanganga and McGuinness. So it can't have been as bad as what it looked, because it looked really poor. When he did it on Saturday, that he was turning off it, so he didn't have to turn; he was jumping off it.
Yep.
Brooks on the right with Sariki, who've made a really good partnership recently, and I've been doubtful about Brooks in the past, but he looks to have come into some form, and I'm really pleased to see that.
Yep, me too.
Gus from the other side, which we've seen plenty of times. A bit deeper than he's going to have to play a little bit deeper than he was last season, but is that good a player? He'll be able to do that. And Gyro back, which I think is the biggest plus that we've got, is that we've got somebody in there who can hold. Because Samare was like a headless chicken on Tuesday night, and I'm a bit worried. It's the only one that I'm worried about on the pitch, but I'm sure with those around him, especially Riedewald telling him what to do, I am a little more calm about it, I will say.
I agree.
Bamford's got to play away from home with Campbell hopefully running in behind off him. So it's as good as what we've got, really, isn't it, at the moment?
I like that. Is that you warming to Bamford a little bit?
Anyway, so
subs,
whatever he's got,
a true man will admit they're
he'll
wrong.
get me support, and whatever his prick goals in, he's
Obviously.
not doing anything to turn me against him, is he? So he's doing well. He's doing very well, Jim.
He's doing well, mate. He's doing well. Go on then. Who have we got on bench?
We've got Blaster. Can't see him doing more than 30 minutes. They'll be looking after him. Bindon, who I think is a little bit unlucky, actually.
Yeah, I do.
As somebody who I would probably have sent him back, and I'm still up for sending him back, but when you look at his value as a fourth centre-half, and I was talking about this, it's a waste of a loan, but it's a cheap option as a fourth.
Yes,
you bring somebody inexperienced, it's going to cost probably double what we're paying for him.
Yeah, it depends what we need, doesn't it? It depends what we need, because if Wilder's said 3 or 4 we need, and I agree with him, and if you think that we're sending Godfrey back, we're sending Barry back, I would say those are the 2 definites that return, then we'll get 2 loans in to replace those. Yeah. If we get Hamza Chowdhury, which is, it's not really rumoured, it's something that Sheffield United fans are kind of willing to happen and wouldn't surprise anyone because of Wilder's previous relationship, but he then offers competition at right back and cover for Gyro in the centre midfield as well. He's the closest thing to Gyro that we've got as well, I think. We probably only do with 2 other loans, and then we're good to go, I think. So does Bindon need to go back? Like you say, he's a cheap option, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it has turned me around over the last couple of games, to be honest. I mean, even Saturday, I was saying, if he's got to go back, let's get him back, free it up. But as a fourth centre-half, as an option, yeah, fair play. Obviously, Chong is on the bench. He went off injured, but Wilder said it wasn't too bad, didn't he, on Friday at the press conference?
He did.
That's all right. Adam Davies, who is just keeping a seat warm on the bench, really, let's be honest. Ings, I think Cannon's a bit unlucky, I think he's really come on over the last few weeks. His work rate and his movement up top's fantastic.
I thought he'd start with Bamford tonight. I could
see that. Yeah, because of the movement and the work rate. I could see that. Ings on the bench. I mean, that nice for him to score, but that first miss, that header's it's terrible, isn't it? Really, a player of that calibre, you think's going to knock that away. Matos, again, we're getting to the bare bones of the squad, aren't we? Because he wouldn't be anywhere near this start. Well, on the bench, I would say. McCallum must have a little issue still, because Burrows playing 2 games on trot. And Cal as well. I mean, he didn't do great at the weekend, but he deserves his shirt. We were talking about Salah. Does he deserve a shirt every week? Cal's at the point with us that he actually probably does deserve a shirt this week, So
I agree, but with the formation, is it Cal or Gus currently on that left-hand side? Is that the dilemma that he's facing?
It seems to be, doesn't it? And the only other option is to go as a 1-1 up front instead of a 2, and we're doing well with a 2, so why would you? The
only thing I would say is, if you're going to have Samari in the starting lineup, I'd rather have an erratic Gus Hamer than an erratic Samari in the middle, and then have Callum O'Hare on the left. But that's just it said previously that Cal had been struggling with a couple of things. So again, we never know what quite is going on. So if There were rumours of a tight hamstring the other week when he started on the bench, Callum O'Hare. So what you don't want to do is play him when he doesn't need to play and potentially risk injury. So I would fully expect Ollie Arblaster to make an appearance around 60 minutes, which I'll be really pleased if it's for Samari, but I do think it'll probably be for Riedeveld. Just because we're managing Riederveld's minutes as well with him coming back. So we'll have to be in a commanding position, I think, with no real... I know Matos is there. Can Chong play in the middle? I'm not sure. Will he move Hamer inside? We'll just have to wait and see. But overall, mate, I think that's a pretty decent lineup.
For what we've got available, it's as good as we could put out. About Chong, I think Chong can play anywhere across the attacking midfield, but I wouldn't want him in the central midfield.
I wouldn't. I agree with that. Because a few have suggested that he goes back into the 8, but I'm not sure he's... Similar to Gus, really, but Gus is just as a talented player that can, if we're going to put any square peg in a round hole, I'd want it to be Gus Hamer in the middle too. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Right, Chris Wilder interview, mate, just coming up on Sky. Don't know if you can hear it. Is it starting to feel more like a team again? Can you hear it, mate?
He's just been on mine. I think I've been in front of you.
I paused it. He's basically saying, from a stats point of view, we're getting to grips with it. The players have got to take it forward. Short term, good. Good performances. Bit of a sideways step on Tuesday. But these things happen during the season. Hopefully we can produce another positive, committed performance tonight. That's from Ryan Mason. We'll spin on. It's a good job I were pausing it, weren't it? Because otherwise I'd have had to listen to Ryan Mason for a little bit as well. He could be in bother tonight, Ryan Mason.
Yeah. Have you seen the recent form? I mean, at home they're decent, but...
They are decent at home, and we've got to be wary of this game.
Yeah.
Energy's vital for us. We've got the ability, we've got some good players at the top of the pitch to change it round. So it's horses for courses a little bit. Players coming back from big injuries. Arblaster, Chong, Hamer. A couple of the others as well. Trying to get players up to speed who've not played a lot of football. Gyro and Pat obviously came in after the window had shut. They've not played any football or had a pre-season, so trying to get them. It's a big issue for not just me, but every manager in the Championship at the moment. Let's see if he has any more to say. No, that's it. That were it from Chrissy Wilder. Straightforward stuff, really. Nothing groundbreaking there. Okay. So, that is the 11. And we are pretty happy with that. We've already established that, mate. Let's see. With 10 minutes to go to kick off, let's see what everybody's saying in the comments.
Can I just jump in, Jim, before we do? You know, it's a sideward step on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about it on 90 after 90, and a lot of people were up and down about it, didn't know. I think it's a good result, you know, with what we had.
It is. I think what he's on about is,
point.
What he's on about is we've like had his foot on teams' necks, haven't we? Certainly recently, I think with Stoke. So we didn't do that on Tuesday night, and that in that respect, it's a sideways step. But in the circumstances, it's a very good point. I think a very good against a Norwich team who are clearly about to turn things around, and you know,
they've got the players, haven't they? They just haven't been put in the right positions, you know. So.
Which is what we were like previously, isn't it? You can see a lot of similarities there. I think we've got a better squad, but I think they will pull away from trouble, no doubt. Particularly,
we don't need to talk about him. He who shall not be named.
I know, mate. Paul says, "Hi, Jimmy pal. I've watched every stream you've done today. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. How many streams have I done today? I went live on Behind the Ramble this morning. And this is my first one today, but I know what you're saying, Pat. I like the variation of different football topics. I'm going for a 2-0 win. Let's win the Baggies. Unbeaten in 7. We've never lost since Paddy joined. Never lost since Patrick Bamford joined the club, Lee. Not a bad little record for the Ramble Zone.
And since he was sponsored by the Ramble. Never lost since he was sponsored by the Ramble.
Correct. I'll go with that one. That's a better one. We'll stick with that. Ian says, evening, Jimmy and Tony. I mean, Lee just watched highlights of West Brom at Southampton and fancy the Blades to carve through their fragile defence. Another comprehensive victory. 4-0 Blades. Up all the Rambles. Like and subscribe. I love it, Ian. I don't know whether Brett's got hold here or what's happened there, but Yeah, give me some of that.
You do never see me and Tony in the same room together, do you? There is something about it.
That is true. Hey up, Jimmy. Nice to catch up with you all again at the Christmas do, says Wayne. It was you too, pal. My only worry is Samari with the first 11. But better news is no Illing Jr., Mepham and Gilchrist for the Baggies. They are all on the bench. Apologies to Big Lee for thinking he was Big Tony at the do the other day. Luckily, I wasn't the only one. So Wayne, who was the Skyblade, he was one of the guilty parties who mistook you for Big T.
You were a lovely lad, lovely bloke.
He's spot on his Wayne. Andy the Blade's trying to schmooze him to get to his Airbnb at Sky. So yeah. Hoping Samari will be more composed with steadying influence of Gyro at the side of him. Yeah, it's something Lee touched on. I think we've seen before with players who are a little bit shaky, particularly with confidence. We saw it with Harry Suter particularly last season, that players are alongside him. It worked with Alfie Gilchrist really as well, that weren't really the most confident of players, I suppose, and I would probably say Samari fits into that category. When you've got an experienced professional next to you who's comfortable in sort of guiding you through the game a little bit, it can really help you. We've just got to hope that Gyro has that effect on Samari. Wayne says, we've had some fair old battles with West Brom over the years. We certainly have, pal. Fingers crossed we come away with all 3 points tonight. Flu, great, innit? Not. I have to say, Wayne, I hope you feel better, pal, because I know you've been struggling as well. You've had a couple of days off work, haven't you? But I don't think I've got flu. If I had flu, I'd be bedridden. I think it's like a heavy chest cold or something like that. But I'm all right. I'll be absolutely fine. I've got to be anyway, I've been told, because we're going to Panto tomorrow, because it's Panto season, innit? Glad it wasn't just me, says Wayne, in terms of confusing the two here. Nice. Right, the Leeds fan says, evening, Jim. Hope you're well, mate. So happy Bamford is doing well. Up the Blades. Thank you, my mate. And nice to see you back again. It's been a little while, I think, since you've commented, but we are delighted as well. I have to say, Lee's yet to be convinced, but as he said earlier, he's happy that he's doing well. Oh, they're just showing Battle of Bramall Lane here. Let me just make sure I'm live and up to date with latest version. Are they? No, they're not. It's 2-2. Yeah. In terms of Bamford, yes, we're absolutely delighted, right? And I'll be honest, I wasn't sure when he first came in, but he's done really well for us. Yes. Somebody called Blades Ramble has just put a little pinned comment in to watch 90 after 90 directly after the game, so it will be pinned at the top of the chat. If you want to jump straight into 90 after 90 when we're finished, that's what we will be doing. Scott says, huge game tonight. West Brom fans not liking their team. Interesting. Dave Morwood, evening, Jimmy. Hope you're feeling better. Evening, Big T. Sorry, Lee. Nice to see you both again. Up all the rambles, up the Blades, up the positive 6. So you'll get all this. And then on next Ramble on the Road, Tony will be getting brilliantly. Love that. Well done, pal. Bald and brilliant. Deb says, hi, Jimmy and Lee. Hope you're feeling better, Jimmy, and hope Samari doesn't let us down tonight. I think it'll be a draw, but I'm secretly hoping they'll win. Would you take a draw, Lee?
Yes.
My dad said he would as well. I think
away from home, yeah.
I think I might. It's a long season, innit? We'd have enough time to keep going.
Especially with their own record,
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it is good. So a draw, a win is a really, really good result, isn't it? Isaac says, strong team, starting Samari in the middle with Gyro is an interesting choice, but we want to work on making up for his performance against Norwich. I think there's a bit of that in it, Isaac, as well. I think it's Wilder saying one mistake does not kill you off completely from our plans. It's on you now. You have to show me why you deserve a place in this team and in this lineup. So I think there's a little bit of psychology there where there usually always is with Wilder anyway. Jamie Dumpling says, evening, guys. No Mowat is massive, but still going to be such a difficult game. It is a huge bonus for us that Alex Mowat's not playing. Historically, not being the greatest player, but I think he's one of them that's gradually got better with age and he's started to control the game for them. I think he's their captain in usual circumstances. So yeah, it's a big plus for us, but we've already been through team and they've got loads of other threats all over pitch. So Matlock Blade says, let's go Bladesman. Chris says, yes, Jimmy, what a lad, what a channel, up the Blades, up the Ramble, and any rambles I've missed. Let's go Blades. Thank you, Chris, much appreciated, pal. George says, hey up Jimmy, good team out tonight, much better than expected. Also tell my dad his flapjack was decent. Brilliant flapjack.
Yeah, I've been making flapjacks.
Have you?
Yeah, me and my current wife.
It's funny that, because I Posty's been today and I didn't get anything, so I didn't know whether...
There won't be many left, mate.
Hey, you're being good though, aren't you? You've done really well this year. So what are they, protein flapjacks or something? Are they? Or is it?
Only have one every now and again, Flapjack.
Oh, right, okay. It's coming up to Christmas season, isn't it? Let's enjoy ourselves.
I mean, Jim morning, so
Yeah, fair
then,
dues.
does it?
Don't count, does it? You know it don't. It don't. You're right.
Correct.
Sully in the Rock says, "Good evening, Blades. 2-1 to us today." I hope you're right. That's what I went for before game. Gaz Dunn, the man in black, says, "Not an easy one tonight, but we have enough for a win tonight." Chris says, "Big performance and we'll win, but we need to be at our best for all the treasure." I'm self-medicating Jimmy Thatcher's gold.
That one from Gaz Dunn is right. We have got enough. It's whether, have they got a bit more tonight? But he's definitely right. We've definitely got enough on that pitch.
Agreed. I thought we had enough on Tuesday, to be fair. And that's how fine the margins are in this league. So obviously we didn't quite get the job done. Who would have thought Bamford is now your best striker, marching on together up the Ramble? I'm not going to argue that point, Tom, because Bamford is a Rambler. Bisto Brett says, "Evening, lads. Like the look of this team. They're just coming onto the pitch now. Can see Blaster coming off the bench and having a stormer. Just call me the Oracle." I hope you're right, pal. I hope you're right. Daz says, "Evening, lads. Thank God for the watch along as I'm doing Christmas stuff tonight. 4 points next 2 games. I might be able to catch second half. Be over for the Brum game. So let's keep the unbeaten run going." That'd be great, mate. I think Big Tony's trying to strong arm me into doing a after party, win, lose or draw on the 20th because of how close it is to Christmas. Obviously, it's last game before Christmas. Home game. It's a Saturday, and we'll be in a party mood, particularly if we win. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it'd be good to see you, Daz, if you're about. Ian says, "Lee's a specialist with the Hungarian players." He certainly is.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dino says, "Hi, Jimmy. Great to meet you all after at the after party. I think I was a little bit drunk. I'm going 1-2 Blades, up the Ramble, like and subscribe." Dino, great to meet you too, pal.
But he weren't as drunk as Andy the Blade.
I bet he was not as drunk as Andy the Blade. And you went home early enough, Dino, to still remember bits of the night, so you were all right. Tom Brammer says, "Fancy us tonight, decent enough side from what's available." I agree. Need the watch along tonight on a train back from London. Well, thank you for joining us, pal. That's much appreciated. Tim Walker says, "Evening, gents. The team looks much better tonight with a reasonable bench, so I'm going 2-0 Blades, up the Ramble." Top man, Tim. Love that. Great interview with Big Pat on Sky, says Russ. I will have to watch that back. I'm sure he mentioned the Ramble, didn't he, Russ? I'm sure he did. Paul says, "Evening, Jimmy and Tony. I won't jinx it. I'll say, hope we Blades win. I've made you both. A cappuccino in Tufty and Nilly we trust. I'll go for 2-0 win. Ings and Hamer score. We go again. 2 up top. Works, lads. Up the Ramble, up the Blades." Thank you, my mate. Tom Not From, congratulations on your new position, pal. He's just got himself a new job and will be coming back to the beautiful city of Sheffield. So well done, pal. Really proud of you. Evening, Blades, he says.
Let's just hope that he's handed his notice in and his boss isn't watching this and it ain't got in yet.
I'm so sorry. T. Bamford says, JYT. Giddy Young thing. Anyone checked out the Hard Blaster recovery video on the club's YouTube?
Yeah.
No, but it's a very good idea. That's what I'll say. Ray says, "Evening, lads. 1-2 Blades for the Wizards. Bamford has that special quality about him. He's going to get the winner tonight. Up the Ramble, like and subscribe." Would not put it past Patrick Bamford being the difference tonight. In fact, I think it's the first time, because there'll be some Leeds fans joining us tonight, or at least watching the game. It might be the first time they've had a chance to properly look at Bamford playing for United. And I've been telling a lot of them, he's been a big difference maker for us. And I truly believe that. So, see what they think as well, if they agree. But done well, did you say?
I did say that. Can I just say as well, has Brett give us a score prediction? Because is he just trying to protect his 100% record? Is he trying to? Because we haven't had one in, have we? So
I don't
come on,
think
Brett.
so. Brett, get your score prediction in. Evening, lads, says Batman Lou. Lineup will do for me. Feel comfortable with it. Think Bindon should feel a little hard done to, though. Bring back Prince Hamza. Yeah. United just going over to the away end, clapping them before they get in the pre-match huddle.
I like that.
Big T's in there. Kieran's doing Ramble on the road for us tonight. JYT, pretty young thing, says keep Bindon or get Robinson back. Keep Bindon every day of the week. Every day. We're not even entertaining getting Robinson back. Thank you very much.
It's not even worth talking about that one.
Do you think we'll get Hamza back in January? We need him. He's quality, lads. I don't think we need him. I think he'd be a smart addition. I think if he's available, then yes. I think it's more the fans that are trying to make that happen with an obvious connection that Wilder clearly rates him. So
And he
what do you
fills
think, Lee?
two roles as well, isn't it? He fills, it might open up an option somewhere else that we can bring somebody in.
I know we both like him, but do you think we will get him back, Lee?
I think see what happens in the next 3 or 4 games at Leicester. If he's not playing, they need to generate money, don't they?
Yeah.
Really quickly as well. So they've kicked off, by the way, yeah. I could see them looking at a deal, but they won't want to sell him on cheap, will they? But he'll be on decent wages. I bet he's on 60 plus.
Yeah. Agreed. So, again, with Sheffield United games, it's a little bit different when we do watch-alongs on Ramble FC, because they're not our team. But when we do watch-alongs on Blades Ramble, I like to concentrate a little bit more on the game, so I'll get through less comments. I'll try my best to keep up with them. But obviously, we're keen on making sure we know what happens during the game. Fopster says, come on, Blades, got a good feeling about this one. I'm calling 2-1 with Hamer and Big Patty Rambler scoring. Big Patty Rambler.
Campbell's just closed their centre-half down, so he'll be done in half 10. He is looking a little bit fitter, but we're in December. And pre-season, when we saw him pre-season at York, he did look well, didn't he? And he put his centre back for 45 minutes.
Mikey Johnston just caught offside, which is good news for us because he'd got other side of McGuinness. Daryl says, "Hi Jimmy, Baggies fan here. Enjoy your content. Watch our keeper, and you'll never doubt Cooper ever again. This one is the genuine article, and the other is Joe Wildsmith. Thank you, Daryl. He's an ex-Wednesday player, so we're all about Joe Wildsmith, and hopefully he makes a few mistakes tonight, and then we'll wish you well for the rest of the season, pal.
Yeah, he can throw one in for us, can't he?
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Carl says Riedeveld is the essential addition for me. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Anybody else?
Doing a lot of focusing on Ryan Mason, so they must know, he's up against it. I mean, they're only a position above us, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are. West Brom is such a bogey team. Are they though, Adrian? We've beaten them last couple of times away, haven't we? I think. West Brom is such a bogey team. I could so easily see it going either way. They're just the epitome of the top half of the Championship team without getting into the playoffs, hoping for a win today. John Froggatt says, morning Jimmy from a lovely sunny Sydney. We need a win or a draw, nothing less. Up the Ramble, like and subscribe. Thank you, mate.
Going on that about West Brom being that Championship team that don't go up or don't go down.
Yeah.
They've had massive money problems after they've come down from the Premier League. So they've had to restart really again, haven't they? And build back up.
Yeah,
they brought in good players like Malumbi and people like that who haven't cost them a lot of money. So they've done it the right way.
Yeah, they have. I think they were banging trouble, and Corberan came in and really sort of settled them down a little bit. And then they've not been quite as good since he left. They're experimenting, really, it has to be said, with Ryan Mason, but it's a gamble, and it could pay off. He could end up being a really good young manager, but he's off to a sticky start, to be honest. Burrows on left-hand side now, knocks it long downfield. Campbell clears it. And here come West Brom. Over halfway line, Mikey Johnston. Oh, no, it's Carlin Grant, that, isn't it?
Yeah, Grant's come across.
Yeah.
Price has took his position, hasn't he? I'm having to look over. So I can't see you if I take my glasses off.
Right.
And I can't see TV properly if I keep them on, so I'm having to up and down it.
I'd rather look at TV than look at me, mate, to be honest.
Oh, there is that.
Ben says, oh, you get well soon, Jimmy. Hoping for 3 points and moving up the table again. Yes, me too. Yes, me too. Bryce says, did Lee just say current wife? Are you planning for others, Lee? It's an Edridgeism. What can I say?
Yeah, it is. You're about Ryan Mason. When he was head coach of Tottenham, 2021-2023, he was the youngest coach in Premier League history.
It's a great record,
29.
isn't it?
Yeah. Don't know how he did. I haven't seen his record like that. He was also a district hurdles champion.
Really?
When he was at school, yeah.
Never. You've ruined our trust. You've ruined it. I can never take any facts, any Edridge facts, seriously ever again.
Well, they weren't a lot to do in that Andorra game, Jim.
No, they weren't. Other than make stuff up. Evening, gents. Says Nick, had a dream last night that Man Mountain and Chris Iwelumo were doing a never-ending 90 after 90 about United v Scunthorpe. I'm going to stop falling asleep to your videos, I think. Oh, mate, that is hilarious. I love that. Hello, Jimmy. Says Philippe, get well, but who's on your subs bench if you have to come off up the Blades Ramble? Well, it were Man Mountain rang me and said he'd take over. So I'll thank him for that. But I'll be all right. I'll power through. Papa Blade says, I think we need 4 points from Norwich and tonight to keep the momentum, so we need to win tonight. Very hard on O'Hare to be dropped up the Blades. Come on. Elaine says, I think we take this win and move on. O'Hare out of the team. Wow. John Asquith, my business coach, absolute ledge, says 2-0, let's go up the Blades, up the Ramble. Andy Blade, not the Andy the Blade, but Andy the Blade. Oh, Gus with a nice ball through. It's collected by Wildsmith.
Tried to play across fields into the box, but it's just too long, and Wildsmith's got that nice and easy.
I haven't bet on the Blades this game. Every time I forget to put a quid on them, they win. Don't let me bet, Jimmy. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Up the do. Love that.
When we signed McGuinness, I thought McGuinness was left-footed, But he's not, is he? I thought he was a left-sided centre-half. But...
No, I don't like Tanganga at left centre-back either. So.
No, he's better on the right side, without a doubt. And he's a right centre-half.
Yeah, he is. And Burrows has just been done there. Mikey Johnson's got loads of space now on right-hand side to cross the ball, which he does, but Cooper collects the cross. It's a poor cross from Johnston, to be right.
He looked like he was back, didn't he, Cooper, on Tuesday?
Yeah,
a couple of good saves and commanding his box again.
He took charge of that very well as well. Came out and claimed pretty well. We always watch your boyo. Love that. Thank you, mate. Tom says you're all good, Jimmy. Whew. Hi, guys from Kings Lynn. Both teams unbeaten in 6. 2-0 Blades. Both teams. Both teams. Do you mean Kings Lynn? Because West Brom have been beat.
Yeah, they have.
Aid says, Bamford so far reminds me of his running 1920 and 2021 season, scoring, assisting, or just creating space for others. Love that. Claire, hope you're good. Come on, you Blades, just finished a 14-hour shift. Stink like a curry, but I ain't missing this one. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Lots of love from Bulgaria. That's Claire, the Bulgarian Blade. Love that. Pete says, evening lads, I'm going for a 3-1 Bamford to score. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Al says 2-0, Jim lad. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up the Jimmy lad. Har. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up the Jim lad. Says Tammy or Tommy or Timmy. I'm not entirely sure. Back in load. Loud and proud again, up the Blades. Up all the Rambles, says David Vinter. Hope you're doing well, pal. Tex says, Lee, have you got to the bottom of the spitting gate?
Yeah, I've just had a bit of information I need to have a look at, Jim, from when we did the after party last week. So,
what have I missed here?
Well, it'll all come to light when I can clip it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So Boz that's a great effort. So Boz
what a save from Wildsmith, Gus Hamer.
Good tackle in midfield. So is that Samari in midfield?
It's Samari. Great tackle from Samari. Campbell gets the ball the other side of the centre half. Hamer runs onto it nice and cleanly, smashes it from the edge of the on pretty much just inside the box. It is a good height for Wildsmith, but it's on target, and he needed to have a strong hand to clear it, and he did. Oh my goodness!
Come on, McGuinness, get this winner. Win that ball.
Corner cleared. Brooksy collects. Gus back to Brooks, who chips it into the far post.
Unlucky. Well done.
McGuinness tries to knock it back to the back stick, but Wildsmith claims.
It was nice to get in behind him, though.
Yeah, it was. It was. LV1, L3V1 chappers saying, I'm saying 3-0 because West Brom mistakes. M says we're all Blades, aren't we? We certainly are. Mapo says, Jimmy and Lee, what's your score predictions for this and against Birmingham? Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up behind the Ramble. Well, I've gone 2-1 tonight to United.
I think 1-1.
Okay. And how do you think we'll do against Birmingham?
2-1. I think we'll do them 2-1. I think it'll be usual Blades 2 in front. They'll score 15 to
we'll
go.
We'll be nervous.
And we'll sit on it again.
Sheila's Wheel says, hi lads, I think Man Mountain talks a good game. Did he play at a high level? I don't believe so, Sheila. I don't believe so, but I don't think you have to play at a high level to talk sense about football, and he certainly does. But he may have done it.
He coaches as well, doesn't he? He coaches.
He does coach.
So.
He coaches. Dave the Nose coaches. So yeah, a few of our lads are coaches actually, and involved in youth football. But yeah, they certainly know their stuff. I think they bring a lot of value. I think everybody that we have on brings
Go on,
value.
man. Go on, then. Oh, I thought Campbell had it on there to turn, but he
You're in
just
front
took
of
a
me.
bad touch.
You're
am
in
I?
front of me. Yeah. Why am I always one behind? Gus has picked it up here on edge, slips it into Burrows, cross, and it's played for a corner. What are you on, seconds-wise?
I'm on 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm 2 behind you. That's all right. We'll keep it as it is.
It's
just
because
a
you're
mess around.
25 miles further north. Just takes a bit longer, doesn't it?
Probably. I've just shown Gus' chance again, and it is too close to goalkeeper, really. Nice, powerful effort, but it's too close to keeper.
But we are starting to put a bit of pressure on here, Jim. We're starting to give him some trouble.
It's true.
How'd you stand with this? Everybody back at corners, Jim?
Don't like it.
No, I prefer to leave
You mean when we're
somebody at front.
defending corner? Hang on, Burrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're defending, we need an outlet, because even if you win the ball, it's going to come straight back in.
Agreed. But it's the modern way, isn't it, where they bring everybody back?
I remember when I was scouting for Rotherham, Steve Evans used to put 3 attackers. When we were defending corners, he would put 3 attackers at top of pitch, and it forced the opposition to bring 4 players out of the box and mark them.
And spread them as well.
Yeah, absolutely right, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely right, it does. So I think it dilutes the danger of the corner.
Me too.
Oh, that's poor from McGuinness.
Well, it's got to be something statistically, though, hasn't it, that's worked for him to do it? Because it's got to be something like that. Does it just jam up the box and they can't get movement or something like that? You know.
Possibly.
But you think leaving somebody like O'Hare or Gus up top's not going to kill us, is it? With the size of them, you know.
True,
The back.
but then there's all sorts of little subjective things. So, like you leave your striker further up the field. Do you want your centre half marking him, or do you want your centre half in the box as he's probably one of your best headers?
Yeah.
To attack the ball. So it's another dilemma in that respect. Campbell now chasing down
Good
keeper.
press. Go on. Oh.
Well done, Ty.
Yeah, go on.
Behave yourself.
Oh.
Behave. Tell you what, he could have let that go for a goal kick, but he hadn't, and we stay on the attack. It's Andre Brooks who gets robbed. Oh, good tackle from Callum Stiles.
He's got that. Well done, Tanganga. Comford's unlucky there.
Yeah.
Just bounced off him a bit. That little nudge it back from that defender's done lovely there.
Rasta Mouse says I'm miles behind. I know why that is. Dodgy boy. Matt says Gus can only score worldies. Watch Jack Robinson score against us next week, says JYT, pretty young thing.
He's got to get on pitch first.
Yeah, yes. I'll take that risk. I'd rather have him playing and take that risk, to be honest.
I would as well.
DLR Fabrication says Leeds fan here. 2-1 Blades. Paddy first goal. Great channel. Keep up the great content. Thank you, my mate. DLR Fabrications wants to sponsor the Ramble. You would just let me know. Nige says, evening, gents. Time to see if Samaria is going to be any good next to Riedewald. He started okay, Nige, to be fair. Started okay. Gus looked bang up for this one tonight. Nearly scored twice already, says Michael. Sorry, mate.
There's definitely a player in Samaria. It's whether we've got time to develop him or not. We need somebody now, don't we?
That's right. Absolutely right. Riedewald with a lovely, experienced push.
That's Mikey Johnson. That's lovely. Well done.
He's a player, isn't he, Mikey Johnston?
Yeah, he's got good feet. Really good feet.
Would like to see him in the red and white, if I'm honest.
It was only about 4 million in the end, wasn't it, at all, when they signed him? So it's,
Might have been less. I thought it was less than that. Yeah, I thought it was about 2.5. Might be wrong. Because West Brom ain't got the money to spend that sort of money. Spend that sort of dough over there.
It might be one of them that it's 2.5 year and rest on never,
possibly.
never. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, if they get promoted, it's another million and all this sort of thing.
Because they always give you the total amount of the deal, not what you actually paid. I mean, it's like they talk about Tom Cannon. We're going to have to win European Cup for him to get all 10 million, aren't we? To be fair.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Come on, Brooksy, that's simple.
Nice. Ugh.
that's the only thing with Brooks. Some games, and it's too early to have a go at it. I'm just talking about in the past. Some games he looks unplayable, and some games it looks like he shouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
It bounces off him and he makes bad decisions. Then Watford away last season, he was incredible. He was
think
really good.
It's hard then for us not to get frustrated with him because
Yeah.
the ability he's got. So I know it feels like sometimes we're being harsh with him, and we possibly are. We possibly are being too harsh with him. But it's hard not to get wound up by it. Whereas Samari, you can be disappointed in because you might not know there's a true player there. But if you see flashes from Andre Brooks like we've seen over the last 4 or 5 games, and then he has a stinker tonight, for example, people will say, well, you can't go on his back because he's played so well over the last 4 or 5. It's the frustration of him not being consistent with it. And you're right, it's probably harsh because overall he's played really well. But it's knowing what he's got in his locker and he can't put it together. It's hard not to shake that consistency. There were a sign there that said, have a boing boing Christmas. Wow.
And let's be right about it as well. He does get more leeway than he would have done if we'd have paid money for him.
Yeah.
Give him a bit more time, and we all want him to do so well. But
That's right.
It's just frustrating. He is frustrating. And you can't say he's young for much longer, can you? Because what is he now, 22? He must be close to 50 games for us, probably, maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know why, but JYT's comment is stuck. And I can't bring any other comments up. I can read them. I can still see them coming in, but... Interesting.
Jack Robinson ain't going to score either. So
You said it now, haven't you?
he's more liable to get a red card than to score against us.
Yeah, he
Because
is.
he's good, will he get a good, do you think he'll get a good reception? I think it'll be mixed. You can always say he did everything, didn't he? He did everything
he did.
that he could.
Yeah, he did.
You've got to
I
always
think he'll
say
get a
that.
fairly decent reception.
And I never boo players that come back that have played for us. I can't do it.
Slimani got a few boos though, didn't he? I thought on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was saying I don't know why we're doing that. He just weren't good enough.
Yeah, that's
It's not like he didn't try.
agreed. Oh. So a ball comes over to the far stick. Burrows leaps and it goes over his head as he tries to head it clear. Mikey Johnston's behind him, hits it on the volley, and he's lucky that it hits Burrows' back because it goes out for a corner.
That run from Mikey Johnson where they run for the back post. I used to tell my eldest lad, Jordan, and he'll probably back me up on this, that when the ball's on the other flank, you should be running at that back stick, for the ball coming in, pick up scraps. Yeah. Obviously, he ended up as a fullback because he weren't talented enough to play further forward. But, sorry, Jordan.
Wow.
My flapjack will be horrible now.
Yeah, it will. Kind of a flapjack's this, Dad.
You know what? I tell you one thing. When you come on and you do these watch-alongs, you realise, because you're watching the game, when you're not used to talking about it while you're doing it, shows you how good Jordan does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
George Motson is very, very good.
He's good. In fact, get well soon, George Motson, because he cried off early for this watch-along because he was due to go out on his works night out and he couldn't get out of it. But he's also under the weather and has had to stay in tonight. So
wow,
he's
well, he didn't want to get out of it, did he? Because he said he weren't trying to get out of it. He
fancied doing it.
He just clashed. Clashed. Bamford, he's working hard. It's just not coming off for him at the moment. He's only got to come off once, though, hasn't it?
That's right.
He has got some quality about him. Oh, God, I sound like I'm a fan, don't I?
I'm just trying to figure out how to sort this chuffing thing out.
You have to drop them all, Jim, and then can you reset that part?
I'm resetting it in background, but I'm trying to watch a game as well.
Well, they've got to throw in left back. So if you're going to do it, now's a good time to do it.
Right, I'm signing out of thingy. Sign in. Load in. Don't know why it's done that.
So we've got ball on halfway now. Halfway line with Burrows. Back to Tangang. It's going back to Cooper, this. I thought that was Brooks, but it wasn't. It was Sariki who was jumped under a ball, under pressure. So it's just another throw in about 10 yards further forward than they had it 15, 20 seconds ago. I wish all Hungarians were called Styles, I'd be able to pronounce them.
I know.
I'd be quite happy with that. Yeah, we are making them go long here. We're pressing well. That were a problem on Tuesday night, was the lack of second balls we won in middle of park.
Frustrating, weren't it?
Yeah, it were.
Frustrating, that. Right, I've
And
emailed my boys.
you go back to when we weren't doing so well at the beginning of the season. You could see that all the time. We weren't picking anything up on second ball. So still struggling with that, Jim. Is it still?
I am, but look, whether it fixes itself or not, that's by the by. But because it's coming up on the thing and it's not coming up on OBS, which is surprising. But hang on, let me just try something else. No, but either way, I need to thank Peak Campervans, who has sent a $49.99 super chat to the stream. I wanted to get it on stream, that's why I was so keen to try and sort it out. He says the super chat is courtesy of myself and Jamie Dumpling. Been to the last 2 home games, thanks to Jamie Dumpling. Don't want to be a freeloader, so Blades Ramble gets the donation. Merry Christmas all. Peak, absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate that. And thank you to Jamie Dumpling. Yeah, it is. That's brilliant.
Fantastic, that.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
Is Lovesick Jamie any better?
Lovesick
let us know.
Jamie is a lamppost. Jamie Dumpling, are you any better, pal? If you're still in the chat, you'll have to let us know. Might be limited nowadays as to how long you're allowed to watch football. May not be able to respond.
What did you call him? Jamie Dumpters?
Yeah, Jamie Dumpters, yeah. Yeah, never mind. But thank you, Peak. That's really kind. I've had no response from the StreamYard boys yet, or the Stream Builder boys. So we'll wait and see what happens with this. In fact, let me see if I can. Actually, let's try this.
So, West Brom's own form has gone. So, most recent before this is 1 drawn, 1 drawn, 1 drawn, lost, drawn 1. So, they are very decent, aren't they? And our away form's good, though. 1-1, lost, 1 lost, 1. So, it's pretty good. That's why Wilder's been in that.
Yeah. Chrissy Wilder. What a ledge. Love that man.
Very well, hasn't he?
Crazy this.
Oh, it's Gary McSheffrey. We were talking about
It is
in pre-season that we thought he'd get pulled in, didn't we? When
we've done it.
Oh, you're up. You're back up. You're
Done
back up.
But I had to wipe all the previous ones, so I've still got them on YouTube as the chat. I'm not going to dip into any more, but I do want to highlight Peaks. I can't bring it up on screen, but as I say, $49.99 super chat, absolutely brilliant. And thank you to Jamie Dumpling for giving Steph his tickets, and that's what we do around it. That's if we can't go. Rich Carrington donated 2 tickets to a night out with Wayne Quinn last night. Mark Meldrew was originally going to go, couldn't attend, so offered them out for free to other people in the Platinum group. Absolutely incredible community. I absolutely love it. West Brom have got a free kick here on the left-hand side. Callum Styles is going to take it just inside Sheffield United's half. Excuse me. Thank you for holding the fort there, Lee, while I tried to sort those technical issues out.
They weren't much worry. I'm just talking rubbish about their record and
that's all I do, mate.
Really.
That's all I do, to be fair.
Even though McGuinness is a limit, from what we've seen, is a limited defender, but a decent championship defender. His aerial ability is fantastic.
Yeah,
isn't it?
set pieces is a huge asset for us, isn't he?
Yeah,
that's a corner.
It's just he's turning circles a bit like a battleship.
Yeah. Campbell.
Oh, he's got to see that out.
He's got to see it out, and he doesn't. I can hear me dad from here. I can hear him. George says Mikey Johnston got Burrows on toast down the right. This is going to be our biggest problem tonight. I think we'll probably see McCallum at some stage, Joe,
Yeah, I do.
if I'm honest.
It depends
Is-
on how fit he is, doesn't it? I think he might.
it
If
chock-
he's only on for as a just in case, or is he on? Is he okay? You know.
Well done, Coops. Punches it clear. Now Gus is chasing the ball down.
That's
Oh,
clever.
Sheila wants to know if it's chocolate flapjack, Lee.
It wasn't this time, no, because it was the first time we've tried it. So, but it did have a bit of honey rum in it,
Oh,
a little bit that we brought back from Cape Verde.
wonder George's enjoying it then.
We didn't tell him that either. So I hope there weren't much in it, just a little bit. And not much. There weren't much. What do you call it? In it, golden syrup, because obviously I'm an athlete. I'm trying to
Absolutely
look
right.
after ourselves. You know what I mean?
West Brom just having a little bit of joy at the moment. Like in charge at possession. Got United set defensively.
They're only doing
Sariki.
what we did 10 minutes ago, though, Jim, aren't they?
Yeah,
we
they
had
are.
10 minutes. You know, it's only just moving.
Oh,
It's an
nice.
even game.
That's really good from Tyrese Campbell.
He's got smashed and all.
And then Bamford wins a free kick.
Gum shielding him. He's up for it, isn't he? I didn't ever play with gum shield when I played rugby.
Let's have a look. Chris says, honestly, how is Callum O'Hare off the field and Brooks is on? Oh my God. Because Brooks has played really well in recent games. And he's there on merit. Just because he's not having an impact now, Chris, doesn't mean he hasn't previously.
And there's a long time to go in this game. And defensively, he solidifies that right side with Sariki.
He does.
Yeah, the athleticism down that side's fantastic.
And there is a tactical way of thinking about having Callum O'Hare full of energy come on later in the game as well. Because if you're a defender, you don't want Callum O'Hare chasing you down.
Absolute nightmare.
At 70 minutes.
With quick feet as well, you know, when he's running at you.
Yeah.
Be awful.
Robbo's a typical Marmite player, says the Saint. I have to say, I've found a lot more come to my way of thinking since he's left the club than other. But what I think that might be also is a loyalty of backing him while he's a Sheffield United player, which I love as well, and I think he's absolutely right that he should do.
Never really understood the captaincy given it him. I know he's demonstrative and loud, and but what do you want from a leader? I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
with alleged issues that came out of the club, but we don't know if that's right or not, or just whispers, do it?
It's a bit old school passion, isn't it, rather than ability, I think, which, you can understand why. Dominic style slob.
That'll do for me.
Yeah, fair dues, says Dave Morwood. Dad says the only decent thing that the player who plays for Norwich now was score 2 own goals for Luton, which effectively relegated us. Oh, Slimani. Okay. Hey boys, just got up, sat here in the Rock, New South Wales, south of Wagga, watching the watch-along with my dad, out visiting from Chapeltown for the summer. Nice one, Sully.
Lovely that.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
You going to any at cricket, Sully?
Yeah, you'll have to let us know.
If it lasts.
Bryce says, please like, share and subscribe to the Best Blades fan forum in the whole world. It's free to join us in the warm and embracing Ramble family. It's a gimme when you join in with Jimmy. Deary me, Bry. Deary me. Thank you, mate. Whoever is number 8 is seriously overweight, says Scum Army. That'll be Gus Hamer that you're referring to.
I think he's just well built, personally.
Yeah, he's stocky.
Yeah, stocky.
Thick. Yeah. That's what we're going with. He's top class. And yeah, if he were half a stone lighter, he'd be incredible.
He's not slow when he gets, when he gets
no,
going.
He's not.
Either,
he's not. I think he's come back in okay shape, to be honest.
Yeah. And he's magical with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, he is. Here he is now. Back to Tanganga, across to McGuinness. Sariki.
Oh, nearly.
Tries playing it inside. It's weak, though. But is Samari going to get there? He does. It's back out to Burrows. That's a good ball. Got a bit of space now down left-hand side.
Good delivery. Oh.
Lovely cross. And it's cleared by the West Brom defender.
He's got a lovely left foot, hasn't he?
Yeah, he
his
has.
delivery. That ball he put in the first half, second half, where on Tuesday that just missed Cannon and Chong at the back stick
Yeah.
early doors. It was lovely, that was.
Ian says, a few sloppy passes from Gus usually follows with a screamer or an unbelievable assist. We'll take that, won't we, pal?
You know where Burrows, it's nice to see him that he seems to have got his confidence back now, doesn't he? You know, there were rumours about having personal issues. We know nothing about that, obviously, at all. But he definitely didn't look the player he was, did he, at the beginning of this season? Whether that was to do with the analyst's way he wanted to play, or just the fact that he was just out of form or confidence. You know, that's a free kick. He just clipped Brooks's foot.
Yeah, it is, and he's not giving it. Jamie Dumpling says, I'm getting better, thank you, on and off, but I think I might be able to jump on 90 after 90. Our lass, listen to him.
Brilliant.
Our lass is also worse than me somehow at the minute for illness, and she's meant to be doing exams.
Is that the current Ms. Dumpling?
It certainly is. That's what happens when you go out with a 16-year-old, Jamie. That's what happens, unfortunately.
You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that.
It's legal. It's legal. Leave him alone. Red and White Wizards will always be Jamie's number one love. Typo, though, before, if Jamie's missus is watching this watch along. Yeah, absolutely right. Malumbi now.
Oh, he's got space. He's got space. Oh, he's all right. It's gone too long.
I'm a bit nervous because you're slightly in front of me, so I'm hanging on your reactions. Ball into the box.
We just cleared it to edge of box, and Diacate's just recycling. But Grant's getting a lot of space out there. We're not stopping him. You know, putting it in Sariki or Brooks.
Yeah.
Which we're on break now. Go on, then. 1-on-1.
Campbell, come on, Campbell.
He's gone too wide. Oh. He's gone too wide. Do you think he's got wrong side there? Do you think he should have come back across it? Bamford's not going to be happy there.
They were trying to show him down right, weren't they? Which is where he went.
Bamford's
it's a lovely ball. What a ball from Gus, by the way. Unbelievable pass.
Bamford, if he goes the other way, he slides Bamford in.
Yeah, he does. Bamford were clear.
I think he's probably tried to pull that back across more than shoot, you know, in the end there. Because it doesn't look a very good shot. I'm trying to be nice to Campbell there.
I know.
You know, he's another one, Campbell. At times, he looks unplayable when he's on goal. Other times.
I know.
Well, that's why they're playing for us, isn't it? I suppose.
Very true. Gus with a corner to the back stick. Riedeveld picks it up.
Done well.
To Tanganga, who knocks it back to Burrows. Can he get a cross in? You know, it clips the defender, and it's going to be... What?
Well,
offside.
Flag's not up for offside, so
I'm not sure about that.
I think he's getting it for him putting his head down and him kicking him near his head, I think.
Rohit with a very generous super chat. What currency is that, lady? Do you know?
It'll be Indian rupee, won't it? That.
I'm not entirely sure, but thank you anyway, Rohit. That's absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate it. He says, "Hey Jim, Leeds fan here. Love your content. Chatted with Liam Cooper. Boo. I'm only joking. Recently, he said Pat's really motivated. Wishing him and Sheffield United the best. All Leeds, aren't we? Well, we're not all Leeds, mate. But thank you so much again for your super chat. But Liam Cooper, I'm sure you are aware if you've spoken to him. He's now at Sheffield Wednesday. But obviously it's acknowledged that those two players are Leeds United legends. So it's weird to see them come and, you know, strengthen the two Sheffield clubs which are so close to being rivals. But Pat Bamford's done a great job for us. I were always a little bit sceptical in and around, but there were people close to me and others that were saying he'd be a great signing, and they have proven to be right so far, I have to say. Samari with a lovely touch back to Riedeveld, I have to say. If it don't come off, I'm slating him for that. But
yeah. But your dad said about Bamford straight away, didn't he, that we should be looking at him?
Yeah.
That was someone even free.
Yeah.
Nearly a great ball through there for Brooks.
He was saying it middle of last season while he was still at Leeds and not getting in. Yeah. He said it for a little while. He's been a big fan of his for a long time, and I have to. It doesn't surprise me that he's got it right because you don't just fluke a scouting career, do you? But
no,
I couldn't see it with Bamford. I couldn't see it, and that's why he got to the Prem and I never did. So
I suppose though as well with Bamford, you don't have the career he's had without being a decent player, do you?
That's right. Yeah, but
He'll get found out.
That's right. That's right. That's fair. I think you're one of those players as well who, at one period, looked at a better Premier League striker than he did a Championship striker.
Yeah,
which
he's
is
not blessed with pace or anything, is he? So
no, it's a rare
fine.
anomaly though. That it's you don't get many of them. You do get some, but not many. There are 2 Campbells on the pitch, says Wayne. There's George Campbell for them, and there's
Good tackle.
Tyrese for us.
Go on. Hit it. Oh, straight to keeper. Unlucky.
Hello, Jimmy. Do you know how long Ben Mee's out for? I hope he's back soon. He has that calmness every team needs up the Ramble. No, I don't. I think it's a piece of string job, to be honest, Phil, and I agree. I think, look, McGuinness and Bindon are decent for the level. It's not something that I'm overly worried about, but I do think we're levelled up a little bit with Tanganga in his rightful right-sided spot and Ben Mee alongside him. I think it's a lovely... I think they flatter each other in terms of the strengths that they offer. So Tanganga's got a little bit of pace and mobility about him. Mee reads the game really well and he's good in the air, but not the quickest. So, yeah, and got the nous, obviously. Regal Smoke says, I know it's currently 27 minutes in. It's now 35. But we are playing frustratingly. Some passes have been shocking, and we sometimes look clueless about formation. Hope it doesn't last.
I'm getting messages from my son now
yeah.
coming through. How many chances are we going to waste? That's an odd chance for Bamford. That coming at him quick. Is it the target? He can't do any more. There you go, Jordan.
Jamie Dumpling. 16, me and you are going to have some serious words. Well, it's legal.
Is that what he says to girlfriend?
I'm not here to judge you, mate. I'm not here to judge you.
As long as you're happy.
J619 says, £100 super chat, Rohit Dubey. Think your boys will stay up after 4 points against Chelsea and Liverpool. Can't wait for Callum Fowler's reaction on Monday's show when you boys win this weekend against Brentford. We'll have to wait and see. A win against Brentford's a huge shout.
Well,
Tyrese Campbell wins.
Nathan's pop for it in predictions on Ramble.
Yes, he has. Came with the stats as well to back it up.
He did. He'll end up getting barred as well, like Russ, if he carries on.
Yeah, he will. Russ is now barred from Ramble FC, as is Nath, if he gets that right.
Too good at predictions. Makes us look stupid.
I would have called him Rodders, but then I found out he were a kickboxing Olympian, so we'll leave
Was that Dave? You on about Dave?
Yeah, no, I'm on about Nathan, Mr. Armstrong.
Oh, Coops. Oh. Oh. Dear me. He's done well, actually, in the end.
Yeah, he has. Love Cooper.
Yeah, he's done well. Don't want to see that, though, do you?
Nope.
Old lads will be shouting, get some studs in.
Yeah.
Especially around where we sit. Oh, I am one of them old lads now, aren't I? Sorry.
Rohit says, it's not £100, mate. Are you mad? Goal kick. I think it's been fairly even, wouldn't you say? We've probably edged the better chances, but
yeah, I mean,
I'm
that
pleased
last
with how we
chance,
played.
the one before Bamford, where Samare's pressed on the edge of the box, I thought he's done really well there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had the better chances, but they are dangerous, aren't they? They really are. And we've got to stop this ball coming in box, Jim. Come on, Brooksy. Get at him.
Come on, Brooksy.
Just get something.
2 men on him now. Not easy. He does
Done
well
well.
to keep hold of it.
Well done, Samari.
Well done. He's done well to recover that. Samari's looks like he's out to prove a point tonight.
Well, he needs to, doesn't he? If he wants to carry on playing.
Does,
because...
but it's good to see him rise to challenge, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he has got some stick.
Yeah, week. And Peck's going to be a miss anyway. Even having Blaster back, he's unfit. He's not up to match sharpness. And Peck would just come into his peak again, wasn't he?
He was.
Looking really good.
Peak Peck.
Peak Peck, yeah.
Riedewald. He's a touch of class, isn't he? Gyro Riedewald.
He's been the biggest change for us, I think. Allowing our midfield to play.
What a pass from Gus through to Burrows, who knocks it inside, and West Brom do well to get it out for a throw-in rather than a corner.
You know, we're giving them a go here. Quite a lot. We're doing well here.
Yeah, we are.
Well done, Gus.
Mikey
got to be
Johnston with
careful
his
with this
quick
kid.
feet. Good player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Malumbi managed just to get it to Johnston. Malumbi, a player that me and Lee have liked for a while. That's gone. That's gone.
It's
That's
not
a
all-
United throw, but he's not going to get it. He's going to get it West Brom.
I don't think it's all out there.
It's all out.
You've got a better view than me, Jim.
I have, yeah, definitely. Could see it from here.
Yeah, Riedewald's definitely. You look at where he's sitting, and that natural ability just to float in there, because we've got everyone our other midfielders, apart from maybe Blaster, who still wants to play forward. They're all looking to move forward all the time, aren't
Yes, they are.
they? Whereas he just, he's happy
Sits.
to do his job, and it's a special type, like Malumbi does for them.
Yeah.
Just to do the rubbish and let the good players play, I suppose. Not that he's not a good player. I think he played something like 100 times for Ajax.
Did he? Before Palace.
Yeah, and then 100 times for Palace, I think. Yeah, De Boer had him at Ajax, who were in the first team for 3 years. So he played a few games there, and then he was over in Palace. But I think De Boer only did 6 games, didn't he? About the same as what analysts did with us.
Yeah, 4, I think. No, I think it was 4
4?
games from memory. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. Because it was shortest competitive reign
no.
ever in Prem. Oh,
Stop this. Mikey Johnson in the box, taking on Burrows. Cooper, well done. Well done, Cooper.
well
That's
done,
too easy,
Coops.
though.
He's
to
held
beat
it.
Burrows.
He's held
That's
it well
too easy.
there, though. That were a hard shot.
It's too easy, though, this, Jim. He wants to go on his right. He wants to go on his right. That's too easy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on, Campbell.
Oh.
Oh. Samari's got wrong way there. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
if that stays in ground, he'll do well.
I'll tell you what.
Thought we had a chance there.
Yeah,
Real
I did.
chance.
Tell you
We're
what,
doing all right here,
Campbell's,
Jim. We are
Tyrese
doing
Campbell's doing all right as well. Another one who's had his detractors this season for the right reasons, but Tyrese Campbell's playing well.
Again, Jim, though, you set your own bar.
Yeah, you do. You do.
And, from last season, he has. And he's, even though he's scoring goals, he's our top scorer still. He's not playing to the level they set last year. But then, who in our team has this season from last season? I would say there's only O'Hare and
O'Hare.
Riedeveld's new, but there's only O'Hare, isn't there?
Yeah. Probably Sariki's played above his levels last year.
Yeah.
McCallum.
McCallum, definitely. Yeah, that's a really good shout, actually. He's.
But in terms of regulars, which O'Hare
Yeah.
is and was last season, he's the one.
With FootMob, I know you don't go for ratings, but McCallum's our 3rd best rated player this season. And you could
It's
see
not that I don't go for them or value them. I just think they are subjective, aren't they? Well done,
course they are.
Riedewald.
Of course they are. Oh, Brooks has got robbed there.
Johnston again.
Oh, the cross. Well done. Samari's done well.
Samari
Yeah.
again.
O'Hare's our top rated, then Sariki, then McCallum. And you'd say that's probably right, wouldn't you? This
Yeah,
season so
not far off at all. I'd say it depends how they're judging him. Like I say, it's subjective, but
Yeah, it is.
I think O'Hare's been our most impactful player, but it's easy to say that with an attacking player, isn't it? It's easy to say that when he's making obvious contributions as opposed to McCallum and Sariki.
I mean, I don't know if it's done through actual statistics of touches, where the touches are, or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah.
You just get given this is FootMob stats, don't you?
Yeah, when we say
That's all I could
subjective,
find.
it can even be done off data, but you don't know what they're measuring, do you? So
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, not before half time. It's very ebb and flow, this, isn't it? Between
Yeah, it
two
is.
teams.
It
we'll
is.
we'll have a go, you'll have a go.
yeah, they look pretty dangerous coming forward. We've done
They're
well
going
so
through
far.
Mikey Johnson a lot, aren't they?
Yeah, he's a good player, mate. He's a good player.
We should have enough here. Come on.
Yeah, we should. These are the sort of games, aren't they?
Well done, Gus. Now let's get out.
This is exactly what we're talking about. We've cleared the corner now with no man, with no outlet.
Yeah, they've left one back.
Yeah, which has then collected the ball and recycled it back into our half.
and now we're breaking.
Go on then.
Or we
Inside.
would have been if it had turned. Oh,
Offside.
Brooks, eh? And that's the downside of Brooks. And then you watch him on Saturday, and he's unplayable.
Yeah, that's right. And I thought when he came on Tuesday, he looked really good as well.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he was very good, actually. He did make a difference. He did. Just want to see it more often, more consistent, don't you?
Yeah.
He definitely looks. I mean, when at the beginning of this season, he looked better down the left wing. You know, when he came up, did he play
Yes,
one
he
game or
did.
2 games there?
Couple, I think, at least.
Ooh.
Oh!
Gee, me. There's no Erling Haaland, is he? Thank God.
It was blown for half time. No added time, really. Hegabo
Not been
just smashes
stopped,
it
is it?
over the bar after it's knocked down in the box, which we should have dealt with, really. But, yeah, it were a chance for them. Half time.
I'm taking that, Jim. I'm taking that. That's
Yeah,
decent
I am
part.
too. I think we played well.
Yeah,
Don't
going
mind
back
it.
to Brooks, when he played on left earlier, he looked good, didn't he, this season? And
Yeah,
then
he did.
He lost his spot, and then we put him on the right. And I know I was thinking, what are we doing? He's not been doing it on the right, and he's done well this year. He's done
Yeah.
well on the right. But
Agreed, mate.
who brought up about it? I think Rich Carrington mentioned about the link between the academy lads with Peck that side, Sariki, and how
That
they've played together
triangle.
for years and are comfortable. Yeah, and he's right. You know, I didn't even think of that, to be honest.
There's a potential that Blaster just slots in ideally there, isn't there, when he's fit?
Yeah.
Because
Hopefully.
obviously he's come through the same youth team. So
That's going to be a
I-
conundrum as well. If Peck and Blaster and Riedeveld are playing at good levels again, that's a lovely conundrum to have them.
of course it is. It's the same. I mean, when our Blaster went down, City stepped up. We need Ollie to step up now when City's gone down. I don't know how long
Yeah,
it's for,
definitely.
obviously. We hope it's only a short period of time. But this much pitch must be terrible, says Tom. 5 times now players have gone over. Bryce says 3 of our players have slipped now. Have we got trainers on out there? Yeah, it's a wet pitch, isn't it? Blades expectations now, lads, says Michael. Marching on together. What's your expectations for the Blades now, Lakers? We obviously have to reset our expectations. At the start of the season, we'd have liked to have been challenging for the top 2 and certainly the top 6. The season starts and 15 games in, we're 23rd in the league. So what are the expectations now that we've certainly picked up under Chris Wilder? Do we think we can make the playoffs?
It's going to take a good push. Can we do it? I think we can do it, and especially with, you'd like to think that if he brings 4 in, 3 of them will work. You know, on average, as with what we do.
Yeah.
But we should have a good push. A lot of it's going to depend on other teams, what they do as well, isn't it? You know, do I think we could push to the edges of the playoff? Yeah. What side of that edge is going to be, you know, is it going to be 8th or is it going to be 5th or 6th? You know, who knows? I think we'll end up top 8. We're in the top 8. I don't know where we'll end up.
Okay, that's fair. Chris says Brooks off for O'Hare, Cannon or Ings on for Campbell. I think Campbell's done all right. Like, I've been a critic of Campbell this season as well. I'll be surprised if he lasts the 90 minutes, Tyrese Campbell, but I wouldn't be bringing him off in terms of performance at the moment. Brooks hasn't had the best of halves, it's fair to say, and O'Hare will likely give us a boost when he comes on, whenever that is in the second half, because he definitely will.
I'd stick with him for at least another 15, 20 minutes.
I would too. I don't think there'll be any changes till around 60 minutes at least. Matt says we should be winning this. Could come back and hurt us. It's not taking our chances. It could, mate. That's always the case. Terence says, hi guys, hope you're both well. What are your thoughts on Chris still persevering with Tanganga on the left side of defence? Strange, still fancy us to nick this second half, up the Blades, up the Ramble. I personally don't like it, Terence. I think he's much better on the right-hand side of defence. But I think it just highlights that he's not comfortable with McGuinness being on his weaker side and Bindon being on his right foot on the left, even though Bindon has played previous games there. I think it's because he sees Tanganga as a better player than the other two. So he'd rather have an 8 out of 10 from Tanganga and try and get 7s out of the lads next to him, rather than have Tanganga get a 9 or a 10 and the others get a 6. So that's the way, at small margins.
Yeah, you'd rather have 2 7s than a 6 and an 8, because a 6 could cause you an issue, couldn't it? So
Correct.
I agree with that. But Bindon, when he was at Reading, played a lot on the left side of
Yeah, he did.
defence, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So you'd think he's got it in his locker, but again, it's levels again, isn't it? Reading were playing at a far lower level.
Jimmy, do you know what Peck's injury is, mate? It's a calf problem, Ash, and that's something that Wilder came out in the post-match from Norwich and said. So we don't know the extent of it, and he was playing his cards very close to his chest in the pre-match presser, which you'd expect him to do. It's smart that he doesn't disclose things like this, and it's frustrating for us as fans in terms of the information that we get, or lack of information that we get. But I'd rather not know and then have a slight advantage over the opposition, and then know and let them know the blueprint of what's coming up. And if it's a 5% chance we're going to beat them, if it gives us 5% more, then I'd rather not know and have that extra 5%. Can't understand the Brooks and Samari criticism. Been no worse than any of the others, says Ian. I can just sort of intermittently. I spoke about Brooks earlier, and I think it's it goes back to a couple of conversations I've had earlier in the season about some players that I criticise more frequently than others, and it's a character flaw, but it's a natural thing to do. So Brooks, we talked about earlier tonight, and I won't go over too much of the same stuff, but we know how good he can be, and it's frustrating when he's not as consistent as he can be. Like tonight, he hasn't played very well, but against Stoke, and when he came on against Norwich, he looked really good. So that's the frustrating thing. And when you criticise them, it's out of frustration, and it's more a reaction to that. So and that's maybe unfair because you don't always do that with the players. Samari had a terrible game against Norwich, and that is why he got the criticism. It wasn't necessarily just because he got the own goal. I think that was poor, but it could have been anybody on the pitch that happens to, and it doesn't necessarily affect your overall opinion of their performance. But I thought he looked like a lost boy out there on Tuesday night. And tonight, I have to say, I think he's played well. I think he's had a really good half, and I hope it continues. So I can understand why they're getting criticism here, and as anybody will get criticism. Brooks hasn't had a great half. I don't think Burrows has had a particularly good half. There's a couple of others that you can criticise, but we try and avoid it where possible. But I do understand why people, like for example, I've been quite hard on Campbell this season. I feel that's justified, but I think he's played well tonight. So there's no point getting on his back or anything like that. Matt says Samari is awful. I think that's harsh, mate.
Going back to Ian's comment there as well about Brooks, it comes from us willing him to do well as well.
Yes.
It's we're doing it from the right place. We're not criticising for criticism's sake. This is because we want him as a homegrown player who we signed while he was we got him to the lane while he was training with Sheffield Wednesday in their dome. Because I know who actually got him to come. I know both of the people who talked to his mum and got him to come to Sheffield United. So yeah,
nice.
That is true. So we about 8-year-old, I think he was.
He's a blade, though, isn't he?
Yeah. But the fact that we want him to do so well is where the criticism comes from, because we know there's a player in there.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're always a little bit harsher on your own. I find myself, I've got two girls that play on a Saturday morning, and Emily's just starting in the team, and she gives absolutely everything, and I'm always praising her for it, and she's doing really well. She's playing at centre half, and she's enjoying it. Sophie is a winger, and she's lazy, and it really annoys me because she's very good. She's quickest player on field, and she's got a little bit when she's running past. They're only 9, so it's not like a good standard. But I find myself not overly criticising her, and I have to pull myself back a little bit. But I think with your own, you're always a little bit more forceful, aren't you? So it's because we care, I think, and that's why we do it.
And I look back at when my kids were young, and I feel I was, and I regret it a lot. But also, would they have done what they did without it? I don't know, but I do regret.
Yeah, because your lads played to a good level, didn't they? So
yeah, both of them, yeah. So, but would they have gone further, or would they not have gone? Who knows? It's gone now. You can only do the best you think you're doing. So.
Yeah, absolutely right. O'Hare will rip these tired defenders apart when he comes on, says Ian. Brand says Campbell should be scoring that chance. Imagine if that was Cannon. I think, though, Bram, we can interchange these. If that was Cannon, everybody would be having a go at him. I think some people would be having a go at Campbell this season as well. I just think, there's been a couple of... Campbell should be doing better there and slipping Bamford in if he can. But there's also been a couple of really good moves that Campbell's been involved in that's led us on our way to an attack. So I'm happy with that first half performance. I don't think we can criticise too much, in all honesty, when you take it as a whole. Samari had a good half, bar the shot, says Danny. Don't know why he's getting stick. Is anybody giving him stick? Obviously, outside this stream, that must be where people are seeing it. Because I think we're giving him his props, which he deserves. So, yeah, if you've seen it elsewhere, Danny, then I agree with you, pal. I don't think it's justified tonight.
I think what we've done, Jim, is we've put to bed what happened on Tuesday.
Yeah, you've got to
we didn't play very well. You're talking about what's happening in this game, and he's doing well.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Broke Fanatics says time owning at Samari for not passing after not passing to Bamford is so ironic. Yes, that's true.
That's footballers, though. That's footballers.
Yeah, that is footballers. James says impressed by Samari, but I only watched from 30 minutes onwards. What did I miss? Not much, mate. I think he's had a good half. Chris says much better team. Cannon and O'Hare on. These are for the taking. Draw all over this one. Jimmy Pal says John Froggatt. Possibly, but again, I think that's a good result. I think we've got enough to possibly push for a cheeky 3 points, but a draw would be a good result here. They're a good team at home, and they will turn it around.
It's that open again, Jim. It's anyway, isn't it? Still, it is. It's we'll attack, you'll attack.
Phil says, "Hi Jimmy, I hope Jack Robinson plays against us in our next game. I think he struggles with the pace of Brooks and Sariki going at him up the Ramble. I think he probably does because he played left back for them. I think last time out." Bryce says, going to make a cup of tea. Anyone want one? Yes, please. Mark Meldrew.
Got some flapjack, so if you want I've got some flapjack to go with it.
Mark Meldrew says, how are we not 1-0 up? Samari's done okay. That half won it in some nice areas. McGuinness decent in the air. Both teams have given the ball away a lot. Game's there for us, though, up the Blades. I agree with that. It's a good assessment. Samari had a good half defensively, says Isaac, but when on the attack, he needs to learn how to pass. That being said, Campbell shouldn't complain since he didn't pass to Bamford. Right. Gage says, Samari's had a good game. Swept up. Just one of them stalemate games tactically. We'll get another chance. We need to take it. I think that's probably about right. Papa Blade says, Burrows is a weak link so far. Has had a couple of chances to play in strikers and failed. And as for defending, I hope Sam can do 30 minutes minimum. Yeah.
I think that's a bit harsh because of what he's up against as well.
He's up against probably their best player.
And he'll have most left backs in this league, give him a tough game. So, yeah, and we know Burrows is not the best defender, and he gives us a lot going forward. He's not been great going forward yet, but just, if he puts the one in the box that we score the winner from, we forget about this.
We all is forgiven, isn't it? James says Samari needs to be getting forward more with Riedeveld at the side of him. Yeah, possibly, but I'd rather be solid in the middle than taking a risk where we could get caught. But I understand what you're saying. Riedeveld gives anybody next to him the license to get on a little bit. Jackson says, I think Campbell is looking quite selfish today and had a few opportunities to pass and didn't. Yeah, that is a trait of a lot of strikers, though, isn't it? When they want a goal, when there's big competition around them. It's a risk he takes by, you could argue if he'd have slipped Bamford in, we're 1-0 up. So by taking that chance himself, he risks angering the manager and taking himself out of the team. But if he scores it, which is what he's wanting to do, then his names are in lights, aren't they? So,
well, a lot of it now, Jim, it's goal involvements, isn't it? They look at as strikers, not
absolutely
just goals scored.
Yeah,
so he's still getting it.
Which is how it should be. Which is how it should be. Andy Blade says Blades are looking into a move for Wigan keeper Sam Tickle. Apparently, he'll only consider joining United. Joining if Sheffield United women sign his sister Tess. I can only apologise.
No.
There's no need. There's no need for that, is there?
It's a family channel. Andy the Blade, not Andy Blade. That is an Andy the Blade joke after Saturday night.
You can tell that Bry's gone for a brew, can't you? Because we wouldn't be accepting that smut on this channel. If
just going on about Tickle, we spoke about him. Was it 2 years ago? I think.
Possibly,
it'd be a good, but he just signed another contract, hadn't he? And he would look for a lot of money. There's a guy at Stevenage called Philip Marshall, a goalkeeper. He's one we ought to be having a look at. And I'm sure they are. They'll know what they'll know about. He's a good keeper.
Don't know him. I will have a look, mate. I will have a look. Michael says O'Hare needs to come on and do the pressing for Gus. Looked like Gus was running for a triple at the end of the half on his press. Running for a trifle, I think you're probably meaning. Maybe. I don't know. Mark Meldrew says, criticising
Sheffield Zone.
Radio Sheffield's own Mark Meldrew. Criticising Samari in that half is daft. He's done okay. Not sparkling, but done a job he's been asked to do. Fair enough when he ain't at it. I get it, but see no argument for it tonight so far.
Just to say, Jim, it's obviously coming near January because Adam Wing is at West Brom again. So whether he's after another move, I don't know.
So he is. 31 goals in 90 appearances.
Well, talking about him, what we did on Football Therapy last night about Mo Salah,
yes.
he's obviously seen it. He's come to his senses, and he's back in the squad. Well done, Jim. Well done.
Thanks very much, mate. Thanks. Yeah, it's really taking off, Football Therapy. Gyro making a big difference, says Dave Vinter. Samari going okay. We should have enough to take this second half. I think Gyro's a huge player for us. If we make chances, honestly, I think we win this, says Chris. Great commentary, guys. Thank you, mate. Tom Not From says, reckon this ends 1-0. Could be for either team, though. Yeah, that's fair. Samari's just trying too hard, says Michael. A little selfish trying to hit the target from that angle. His dribble got away from him. Just want better composure. Danny says, Brooks, I don't see it. 1 goal, 1 assist against O'Hare's, 4 goals and 6 assists. Plus he leads our press and counters. I know it's tactical, but as a fan, I want O'Hare starting and Brooks off the bench.
You can't just win games by attacking. You've got to be able to defend as well. And Brooks just solidifies that. That's what the way I see it. And bringing on Callaway, like you said, after 60, it's not a bad option, is it? It's not a bad option. When it opens up a little bit more and they're a little tired.
Hill says, oh, we are Blades, we are Blades. We're just about to kick off the second half. Batman Lou says, that was okay, lads. Need to be a bit quicker to the second balls and 50-50s in the middle. Bit soft middle of the pitch. They have some decent players. They're in a rut, but they're not mugs. Be a rate second half. Oh, it'll be rate second half. Give it 10 and think about 1 or 2 changes if we're not in front.
That first line, I thought we were talking about me and you. And good half lads need to be a bit quicker. I thought, well, fair play, yeah.
Well, can't do it about that, can we? Can't do it about that. Daz says, I'd like for some of our supporters to realise we aren't going to smash every team. Some players will have good games and flit in and out of games. Just give them a chance. And Campbell should stay on the halfway line at corners and keep 2 defenders on him. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout either. Nige says, you always want the best for your own, Jimmy. My son's autistic and I always push him further and he loves it because of how proud he is when he achieves something. Yeah, it's for the right reasons, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well said, Nige. I'm just watching for them here. Well said, Lee. 100% right, pal on Samari. It's tonight that matters. Not winning much in the air up front, says Michael Johnson.
That's true. They are big at the back, though. You know,
yeah, they are.
Nat Phillips has got to be 6'4". Billick's a big lad.
Bamford's been quiet tonight, I have to say.
We've not really helped him, have we?
No, we haven't. We haven't.
You know.
Ooh.
Come on, boys. All right, is he offside? Yeah, he's offside anyway.
Dave says, I don't think Campbell is bad, to be fair. He's all over the pitch trying to get the ball and get through on goal. It's just not getting enough support in those earlier games. Paul says, good first half performance from United. But we need to get a grip and control of midfield. We need a few subs in the next 20 minutes. Bring on the Energizer Bunny O'Hare and replace Tyrese with Tommy. United win, says Ma Mishra.
Love that if they do.
Yeah, I hope so. Bry's giving Andy Blade a yellow card. Absolutely right.
He's going to be yellow card.
Could have done with you on Saturday, bro.
Absolutely right. Brand says, love those morning brews, by the way, Jimmy. Some proper questionable folk turn up in the chat, though. Not sure they're drinking brews.
I saw that this morning. What was that about? Some of them.
Wow.
I was having a coffee break here at home for work. I thought, I'll put it on. I don't know where they come from, but wow.
Strange, isn't it? Strange. Samari's just not the boss.
Do you want to win 100,000? Do you want to earn £100,000? What sort was that from? Oh,
yeah,
brilliant.
I do actually, but not from you, pal. Yeah, it were odd. So those are just random, sporadic live streams that we do on Behind the Ramble. So yeah, if you want to get involved with them, then just subscribe and get your notifications on, and we'll pop up randomly on a morning when we're not feeling right. Think that one should be going to VAR, right? Yeah, I agree with that. Carl says it's not just compromising Tanganga's game. Sariki also plays better with Jaff at the side of him. That's fair as well.
Yes.
Tanganga just clearing the ball now. Samari wins it, knocks it back to Burrows, who clears.
I think a lot of that as well is that I think Tanganga plays better with me at the side of him, as we're talking about players at the side.
Absolutely.
Because of his just up here, isn't it? You know, the game, he's played that many games. It's all in his head. Good player. Very good player.
Right. Mark says, Jimmy, just finished work. How are we playing? I think we played well, mate. I think we played well overall. It's a pretty even game. I think we've probably edged the chances, but they look dangerous too. I think it's been an enjoyable game so far, a bit end to end. Tom says, need to get Mrs. Ramble to get them bacon and sausage sarnies on for some goals. Yeah,
they were good. They were good then, Jim.
They were good, mate. Straight into a 2-0 lead when I was smashing them into my face. So
the commentary were great and all. Very muffled, but great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That were a great game.
Yeah, it was.
I thought, it looked like we might throw it away at the end, but we did well to hang on there. Because they're no mugs either, Leicester.
No, they're not. Here come West Brom.
Out. Go on, Gus. Get out there, Gus. Ooh. No.
1-0.
Yeah. Give him too much space on the break on the right side. He's put a lovely ball in the box and he just had to tap it in. Gus just couldn't get there. It's that right side. They've been dangerous down that right side all game. I was just about to say as well, about a minute ago, that the first goal is going to be important.
I just don't feel like we deserve to be down.
No, and there's enough time in the game for us to come back. I mean, this is now going to see, if we've got it in us. That there, it's Burroughs missing the tackle there by half a yard late on the cross. He's onside, ball into the middle and a nice finish.
Why is McGuinness not following him?
Oh, he's got to do better, Burroughs there. Sorry, but
it's acres of space for Campbell down right. It's a nice cross into a good area.
And it's a lovely finish, It
is. Hegabo gets between Tanganga and McGuinness, but McGuinness is behind him. He should be seeing him and following him for me.
He's opened up lovely there. I need to put it in. And it just goes back to a missed tackle in midfield. Burroughs coming inside and leaving the guy out. But let's see what we've got,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a test now, isn't it?
He's thinking, oh, thank God, Ryan Mason.
Yeah, he is. He's under pressure, isn't he?
He is, and is he going to give it 10 minutes and then go a little bit more defensive like we've been known to do in the past? Or is he going to carry on going for it?
Which invites us on, obviously.
Yeah.
You'd expect United to have more of the ball now, because the impetus is with us to get into the game.
I would like to see Gyro do 90 minutes, Jim, today. In this game, if he's,
I think we might need him to. Yeah, I think we might need him to now.
And we've got a week now, haven't we? A week and a day till the next game, so he's got time to recover.
Well done, Burroughs.
Oh, well played. Oh, it's unlucky.
Oh, it is unlucky. That were a lovely little bit of intricate play there. Burroughs picks it up though. Well done.
I can see him coming off.
Oh, that's poor. He's over it that, and it's really poor.
Oh, it's gone through Gus's legs. Oh no, that cross.
See, McGuinness was stood still.
Yeah,
just not reacting.
Is he thinking Tanganga's going to cover that at the front post?
Well, yeah, but you should.
I mean, he shouldn't be thinking. He shouldn't be dealing with it. Yeah.
I'm not blaming McGuinness, by the way, because I think that people will jump all over me for that straight away. But I do think he needs to be alive to that danger.
It's a fantastic cross.
Yeah, it is. It's a great cross and it's a great finish as well.
Yeah.
We've just got to match that now.
They're going to be up, aren't they? These are going to have 10 minutes now. We've got to hold them out and then see what Chris does. We might get back in it.
Yeah, I think we could.
Oh, yeah. We're in the game. It's just getting that opening again, isn't it? We'll get a couple before end of game. Just got to take them. I'm way too positive.
You are, actually. We've been knocking about with Brett too long.
I'm not that positive. There's about 6 of them now, isn't there? In this positive group.
Yeah, they're growing all the time.
It's not like Blades, this.
Still think we finish outside the playoffs. Take your chances, says Chris. Come on, lads, win, says Paul. So lazy from McGuinness there, says Tom. Burroughs pathetic, says Papa Blade. What is Tanganga doing? Tex says Burroughs with a diving tackle in centre midfield and missed by a mile and left the whole left side empty. Bamford showing tonight while Leeds left him out last year. Very shoddy up top, says S17 Blade. A bit harsh.
Yeah.
Burrows again. Where is McCallum?
Yeah, come on,
Oh,
Samari.
Samari, come on. Are you still doing the after party after the game, says Mark? There's no after party midweek. We only do after parties after a home game on a weekend when we win, Mark. That's the after party criteria. There is a 90 after 90 straight after it. It should be pinned in the comments. Bald and brilliant, that's Ali.
Bold and blind.
It's just you did the intro, so I thought I had to finish it.
Oh, yeah, did you? Well, it would have been sung about Big Tony and Platinum Chat. That were quite good. Everybody doing a line.
Oh, yeah.
The alter ego.
McGuinness not good enough, says Gage. Are you still after Bobby Thomas? Unlucky lads, great finish. No need for that, Sky Blues. No need for that.
They've done well this year, haven't they, Coventry?
Yeah, they've done great.
Well, they've done well since the end of the middle of last season, haven't they? Really, they've been on an upward trajectory since then.
Yeah.
I've never been a massive fan of Frank Lampard as a manager, but he's done well there.
I think, yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Because he automatically gets given opportunities because of who he is, and then he gets judged more harshly than other managers because he's seen to have been gifted the position. So it's really tricky to get that balance as to whether he's actually a good manager because he's been gifted an opportunity because he were an exceptional player.
Yeah.
And,
So you've got Blaster and Chong looking like they're getting ready.
Yes, I like that. Our defence is a shambles tonight. McGuinness not good enough there for the goal, says Jordan. And get Burrows off, says Gage. McGuinness's fault, no doubt, Jimmy, says Michael. Gus did well. He was unlucky. It went through the wickets.
Yeah.
Brooks is having a shocker, says S17. We miss me.
He's not having a great game.
Russ says time for Gus and Harrison to make way for Sam and Carl. Tim says we've had 3 or 4 chances to stop that before they got into position to shoot. We're not winning balls at the moment.
Yeah, they are getting through us a bit easy now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Dave says it's always me with this lot, but we do need me to close the gaps. Nice. Heads have dropped, says Scott. I think that's right. I think that's fair to say a little bit.
Yeah.
Cooper just hurriedly clearing the ball. Can Gus pick it up? No, he can't.
He's a player, he is, that Mikey.
Yeah,
Johnston.
Mikey Johnston, again, just skips past us. Can we stop the cross? We can. It's a throw-in to West Brom deep in our half.
We need a bit of possession, don't we? We need to slow it down, just get a bit of
possession. Put the foot on the ball.
Stop
That's
them.
right.
Yep. Get a bit of... keep the ball away from him a little bit.
Blaster and Chong coming on.
Yeah, I think Brooks will be going off for Chong, won't he?
Samari and Brooks, the commentary team are saying. Samari and Brooks are coming off for Blaster and Chong. I think that's a positive change for United.
I do as well. It is today, and it's like we've said. You can only judge on what's happened today, and you can't blame. Well, Samari did well first half, actually.
Yeah, he did. He did. Absolutely did.
He's been a bit vacant this second half, hasn't he? So, but then they pushed us further back.
Well, even Mikey Johnston's got it. I've just got to watch and see what happens because he's been so dangerous for them. Here comes Carl and Grant down the left, swings it in right-footed.
You've got to clear better than that.
It's a good block from McGuinness from Malumbi's shot. Isaac Price now on left-hand side, closed down by 2 players. Brooks can't win it. He's trying to close down Styles. Malumbi.
You know, their confidence is up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Massively. He's skipper now, Malumbi. I didn't know that. Oh, that must be because Mowatt's out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Mowatt's skipper, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. Said it last year, says Nigel Burrows is way overrated. Can't see anything in him apart from a decent cross now and again. Get McCallum on. I don't think... Nigel, you might have said that last year, mate, but I think you're in the minority if you did. Because I think there is a player in Burrows, and I think there's very few of us that saw McCallum as above Burrows this time last year.
Do you
Very
think,
few.
I mean, he is a wing-back, and he's made to be a wing-back. Burrows.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be decent as a left midfielder? You know, like we're playing a 4-4-2? Because is that good when he gets forward normally with distribution of his crosses? Would it be worth, if we're playing a defensive system against a good team, to play him in front of McCallum? I wouldn't have issues to have a look at it.
I wouldn't mind that. It's a much more balanced side then. I wouldn't have him as a centre midfielder like we've tried him before, but I'd certainly have him as
that would necessity. We were on bare bones, weren't we? Played it for Peterborough, but again, it's levels, isn't it?
Yeah, as Blaster got asthma, he looked like he was just chugging on an inhaler then, didn't he? Cooper punches it, or tries to punch it, goes out for a goal kick. Were he beaten in air by a header there?
He was pulled down with his hands by Dear Carter, I think it was. Yeah, you can have no complaints there, Brooksy. I'm sorry.
No, you get that inconsistency with young players, but he's getting to that stage where he needs to put something together, doesn't he? Really, because he's not that young compared to some others. Ollie R blasting out, top man, and Chong on. Come on, Chongy.
Yeah, he did well for that goal, didn't he? On Tuesday night.
Yeah, he did. It's got to be like for like this, hasn't it? Chong on right, surely, and Arblaster straight into the middle for Samari.
Okay. Come on, then. Well
done, Campbell.
I like that Blaster's playing slightly forward of Riedewald and not just sat side by side.
Oh, Gus, what's going on? No, Gus trying to blame other people there. He tried a little flick and they went into nobody.
Oh, has he pulled McGuinness down? Down?
Looked like it.
Keep goal. That is going to be a trouble now. I can't see us coming back from this, actually. It's a great finish.
I tell you what, that were a lovely finish from Carlin Grant, but he did look like he'd fouled McGuinness there. And if he hasn't fouled McGuinness, then we have to question what McGuinness is doing.
Yeah, again. Yeah, mate. Come on, Blades. This will be interesting. He's clipped him. He's clipped his heels. Yeah, he's clipped him. Come on, referee. Oh, he's clipped himself. It's his own heels under pressure.
He's tripped himself up, hasn't he?
Ref's got it right. Dear me. And then you look back in hindsight, Tyler Binden's unlucky to lose his shirt anyway. And you look back now and you think, we've rushed him back in. It is all hindsight, though, isn't it?
I don't rate him.
Well, you've said that from when we signed him, Jim, haven't you? To be honest.
I don't like going in on him, though, mate. And that's the thing. I want to give him a chance, but...
Well, we are doing, aren't we? I mean, it's one game. And his last game before this, the last half, he did well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did okay, yeah.
It's just on that turn. He just can't get round.
Lee Hendry is convinced that Carlin Grant's fouled him. Lee Hendry on commentary. But he hadn't.
I don't think he has. And in the back's not going to do that. They're giving it ref now. So they think so, don't they? Because that's gone out.
Awful, says Matt. Shocking, says Garbage, says Ilster. We look shocking, says Slade Blade. Will says, when they attack down the wing, it seems so much more fast and impactful. Seems so slow on our wings. Rick says, hi, Jimmy. Hope you're well. My best to you and the Ramble, up the Ramble, marching on together. Why is the pitch so slippy, says Regal. I think that weren't a pitch issue. That were couldn't get his legs sorted out in time, unfortunately. Class goal, to be fair, says Michael. It was a really good finish from Carlin Grant. I'm taking nothing away from him as a finish. That were really good. Maybe Cooper wants to have a look, but maybe that's me being a little bit too critical. Absolutely awful this half. What are we doing, says Neil. It's turning into an early season performance, says John.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we had a good first half. They've just come out and been better this second half, and we've not stepped up to it, have we? It's as simple as that.
Agreed. I'd also say I don't think it's over yet.
Definitely not. We can concede a couple quickly, can't we? So
Yeah.
let's see if these can.
I
think
Slade
it's
says
time
that's
for
a
Callaway,
foul.
though. I think
VAR
it's
gives
Callaway
it.
time.
Yeah. Slade Blade reckons that's a foul and VAR gives it. It's poor defending, says Chappers. Foul on McGuinness, says Ian. How is the talk tonight not calling Gus out for his worst performance in a Blades shirt, says Mogger. I can't say I've noticed it, Mogger, to be honest, but I mean, maybe that speaks for itself.
Yeah,
I don't really think he's
true.
been involved an awful lot, if I'm honest. Sariki just runs into his man and loses possession.
They've done a good job down there left, you know.
Yeah, they
against
have.
our right side.
That's a lovely tackle from... Oh, no. He's going to give Blaster a free kick. It looked like he won't ball to me.
He's get it on the second one, I think, Jim.
Oh, is he?
He's get it on the second challenge, yeah. I think so.
What an anticlimax, says Renegade. Honestly, as a United
Blaster
fan,
got
that
the
is
ball.
not a foul, says Chappers. I agree. George says, same player gets beat for both goals. Too many wasted chances first half. That's your George that says that. Gus has been awful, matching what Mogger said. Watch West Brom against Southampton. Only time against Southampton they could do something was when Southampton took their wingers off and changed their starting 11.
I think we need to do the opposite of that and take ours and change our starting 11 and we might get somewhere, which we've done. So
6'4"
we'll see
McGuinness
something from it.
is 6'4" McGuinness is dog muck. Max says, how PG do we have to keep it tonight, Jim? The only positive I can take from today is the father has come out from the operation. All good. Good to hear it, pal. Good to hear that. Thank you for letting us know. That top six prediction looking tougher now, says Rich. It certainly is, pal. It certainly is.
There's going to be lots of ups and downs for nearly every team.
That's true. This is disappointing, though.
You know, this season in the Championship, there's teams at the bottom beating teams at the top. So it's going to be all the way. It's going to go all the way to the wire. Whether we can get in there, we've left us. Well, we've given everybody a 15-game start, didn't we? Basically.
Yeah. Excuse me. Our best player's going to look so good off the bench now. Tara, says Danny.
See that?
He's gone down by himself, says Chappers, talking about McGuinness. Back to reality, says Paul. Number 8 needs to lose weight. You're talking about Gus, aren't you? Pete Noble says, Gus running around like headless chicken since half time.
Oh, they're in behind again. Well done, Tanganga. Tanganga.
He's done really well there. How is that a goal kick?
Oh, mind you, he caused it in the first place by a miss kick. Tanganga, so he's got.
And then Hegebo gets the wrong side of him, and he has to give him a little nudge.
Oh, it's Price.
Do you know that's?
Yeah.
We'd have been in trouble there if this is a VAR thing, and it is a goal kick actually because Price takes it out. But if there'd have been VAR for that one, then we're in bother. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's possibly a red card as well. Papa Blade says last season's Cooper saved that. O'Hare deserves the shirt over Gus. Interesting.
Well, I think that's fair. To be honest,
he does on this performance, yeah. And O'Hare's not done. O'Hare's coming on now, as is Tom Cannon. Yeah. Justin says, "Well,
that'll be for Bamford. They'll be coming on for top 2 for me."
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Well, at least Wilder can play 4-4-2 again next week and just change the strikers again. Very innovative. Cooper, Gus, Campbell, Samari, dreadful.
You know, I don't get how quick some of our fans turn on Wilder. I just can't see why. The bloke has done a great job since he's come in.
Incredible job.
Remember where we were and what we were playing like. And
it's not just to get good players playing though. It's the shifting the mentality from a bunch of losers, which we were. Yep. We were on the floor. He's done incredibly well to turn us around and get us out of trouble. And that's the only thing.
Every time.
A lot of us could have. Absolutely, mate. I think a lot of us would have taken not getting relegated this season after 15 games.
Oh, without a doubt.
We were 23rd, and because we've now gone 6 games unbeaten, which obviously that's in deep trouble now, but we've won 4, drawn 2 at last 6. the expectations rise with that, don't they? And then you start losing, and Wilder's not the man again. It's just.
I get that some people don't like him, don't like the way he plays, or whatever. But his record for us is fantastic.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Yes, your opinion's valid, and it is your opinion, but I just totally disagree with it. I
Well
think
said.
he's the best one. I think he's better than Bassett, personally. And they'd be the top two since I've been a Blade.
Oh, what is that free kick for? Watts says McGuinness tripped himself over the absolute donkey. Get subs on Gaffer, says Paul. Well, he's just about to do that, I think. Tom Smith says, I'm sorry, but how can you think that's a dive? Barely touches him. Soft defending. I don't think it is a dive, pal. I think it's...
Campbell's
off.
Can I just say on that as well about Wilder? I do want to say as well, he's not beyond criticism either. Because I'm happy if I think something's wrong to say something about it. But you've got to remember in the long run what he's done for us. That's all I want to put in place, basically.
Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that Bamford's staying on, but we're taking Riedeveld off here.
No. He don't like it either. He don't like that either. They're going to put Gus in middle, aren't they?
So it's Campbell and Cannon. Campbell on for Cannon and O'Hare on for Riedeveld.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, so it'll be O'Hare and Arblaster in the middle, I would have thought. Crossed in. Header. Cooper collects. Well done, Coops. And sends Burrows, who knocks it down the line.
Yeah, can't hold it.
For O'Hare, who can't quite get there. Gus coming from central to press, which shows us that I think Blaster's dropping deeper now of the two. Doing the Riedeveld screening job.
I thought it looked like we were playing a diamond then for a minute, but I think it's just because Gus has gone tear ass up front.
Yeah. Blaster cuts it out and it's cleared.
Oh,
John says back pass was absolutely shocking again tonight. What is Wilder thinking starting him again? I despair, honestly. Offload the gormless mug. Not sure who you're on about, to be honest.
I don't know who he's on about. What do you call him? Back pass?
Yeah, back pass was absolutely shocking again tonight. Please support the stream and drop a like, says Cuz Lee, LUFC. Thank you very much, pal. Yeah, that does help us out a lot. Worst we've been since Coventry. We seem to be bad in the second games, says James.
It is our third game in 6 days. There is that as well. There is fatigue, but this is not fatigue that's losing us this game. We're just not turned up second half.
Yeah. Mogger says, got the team wrong tonight. Cannon, Bindon, McCallum, O'Hare should all be in. I know it's easy to say though afterwards, isn't it? I think a lot of us were fairly pleased with. This is why I always try and gauge people's opinions before kick-off on the team, and both myself and Lee were all right with it. Questioned Samari, but
we thought Bindon run.
Yeah, I thought Bindon won unlucky. Yeah, and I think that's still
the only one, isn't it?
Proven to be about right. We questioned Samari's involvement, but it were a point for him to prove, and I think he did that first half, to be honest. So
you wouldn't even know with their second half, though, would you? But
no,
you could say that about Gus as well, like people have, and Brooks and.
We very rarely put two halves together, says No Good Golf Par.
That is fair.
Aware being dropped for a Gus is ridiculous, says Justin. Wilder said Norwich was a sideways step. Well, how many steps backwards tonight?
Well, it's
how
just
many more
reset.
times do we want to play it long? Yeah, I know. Can't be bothered. Jim says, "Do." Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. It's one of them. We never play well on a Friday night. Ipswich, West Brom.
Well, Ipswich you can forget about. That were the analyst's job, wasn't it? And his two blackboard cleaners.
Great Band says, clear and obvious foul in the build-up. Everyone saw it, but the one man whose opinion counts. I don't think it were a foul, if I'm honest. Great Band.
Yeah,
I don't
think it is.
I think he clips his own heel. McGuinness lost his man again, says Scott. Mr. Andy Warner says, Gus, worst player on the pitch. I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing this.
He's not having a great game.
No, he's not having a good game, but
player.
Well done, Chongy. Read it well. Cannon wins as a throw.
Just give him a great forearm. Give him a free kick as well.
No, he's just waiting for their player to put his boot on.
Why? He's not injured.
It's ridiculous. Excuse me. S17 says Tanganga is pathetic when we start losing. George says...
No, that's harsh. That is really harsh.
Why is Burrows still on? It feels like Wilder's throwing this at this point. Oh, come on, Jord. Come on. Tanganga really worries me, says Tom. Makes so many mistakes. We're losing every 50-50, says Ian.
Yeah, we're not picking much up. I'll give him that. That is right. I'm not on board with the Tanganga shout. He did miss kick that ball and got back, but I'm not on board with that.
Tom says, as a neutral Leeds fan, I think in Hamer's defensive work, in Hamer's defence, his work has created your best chances. He's tried too much at times though, and does lack discipline. Probably why he isn't in the Prem. Thank you, mate. James says, I think Bindon were unlucky to be dropped tonight.
Yeah.
Mogga says, how badly do we miss me? This second half, as bad as Sayers, usual concede after half time. We never learn.
I think you're always going to miss somebody with the experience of Ben Mee, especially how he's played for us. I don't think he's had a bad game.
Go on,
he's had a couple of
Sariki.
average games, but I don't. Go on then. No, it's not a penalty.
That's desperate, that.
The worst thing about it is that's our best effort in the second half, our best chance so far. 74 minutes in.
We've got Gus Hamer at right back now. Wow, Bindon has had a good couple of games, says Paul. Why bring McGuinness back? We don't know. We don't know. Glenn says Tanganga is a liability. The new Claude bomb scare Davis.
Oh, that's harsh. I never saw Claude Davis kick a ball with his feet. It was always his shin. So that is an harsh score.
I think it is too. Might be more due to Peck being unavailable, says Slade.
Do you know what? Looking back at that, he does catch our hair. You've seen him give him. I'm clinging at straws, Jim. So let me go.
I'm not saying anything, mate. It's just we've not been good enough, have we?
No, not at all. It is like two different teams, isn't it? The one that's come out in the second half to the one in the first.
Back past Brooks, says John. That's who we were referring to.
Okay.
McRobinson again, says Jared. McRobinson. Oh.
And that is the difference in Brooks that he's been this year when he's played, or recently. He's took him on, hasn't he? He's gone at him.
Chris says some amazing armchair managers tonight. Look, Chris, you're right, but we're here for opinions, aren't we? And people are going to get frustrated when we're not winning. I don't agree with most of them tonight, to be honest, but it's a forum for people to have their say on how frustrated they are and release that tension and that frustration. So,
and they do it the right way, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely right.
It's done the right way.
Soundly beaten tonight this half so far, says James. Completely agree. Dan says we've been flat from 20 onwards. 2 mistakes that have been punished so far. Not good by any stretch, but maybe the fixture list and illness has caught up with us a little bit today. I think that's probably fair.
Yeah, I forgot about the illness part of it as well, yeah.
Blades 375 says we need to ensure we stay up. Anything else is a bonus. We will stay up. I've no doubts that we are.
It's about all these opinions that people have. And we all see football differently, and that's what's fantastic about it. We'll disagree with some and we'll agree with others, and from the same people. So just keep them coming in. It's great that you're willing to put your opinion online, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
and share it with people.
It takes some bottle as well to
Yeah,
sort of stick your head above parapet and say, this is what I think. Here comes Carl and Grant again. McGuinness does well to cut it out, to be honest, this time. Chong buys a foul.
Sorry, I think Tanganga's down on the edge of the box.
Gus just makes this team look disjointed, says Josh. Such a baller, but he doesn't suit the system and he's looking more and more like a luxury player. I would sell in Jan if we get a good price and reinvest. Interesting. You're not the only one.
Yeah, I'm up for that. I was at the beginning of the season as well. I think because his value is only ever going to go down after January.
He certainly won't be the only one that thinks like that. To sacrifice him for the betterment of the team.
Yeah, it's not because I don't think he's a good player. I think he's a fantastic player, and he's our best player. We could probably get 3 or 4 players in for what we're with wages and fees with what we could get for Gus.
At the racecourse on a Friday, 2 weeks. Wrexham struggling though without their starting wing backs.
It's not a game I'd like to be going to, Wrexham.
No, me neither. We need Suter back, says Chris. I'd love that. A fit and firing Harry Suter would be brilliant, but
if Harry Suter was fit and firing, he'd be playing for Leicester. at the
That's
moment.
right. Yeah, true. And thing is, we'd also be saying, a lot of us now, what will we give for Ollie Arblaster back? Well, we've got him back now, and he's still got to get up to speed. So
It's January. It's January into
yeah,
when
exactly
he's gonna be.
right. Exactly right.
You know,
Well done,
before
Cannon.
really you can even criticise anything he does. I would have said, because I mean, if everything was right, he'd probably have played 20 minutes by now.
Yeah.
You know, if Peck were fit and Riedewald hadn't been ill. Good
Well done,
play.
Blaster. Well done. Unlucky. Good cross from Gus to the back stick. It's going to be a corner if it goes. No, it's not. It's going out for a throw. Burrows picks it up. This is more like it, but we've got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Jim. It's 35 minutes that second half gone, and this is the first time we've had any pressure that's lasted any length of time.
Gus,
Good turn.
lovely turn from Blaster.
Oh,
Almost slips it through to Cannon. Blaster to O'Hare. O'Hare gets tackled in the box. It's unlucky. They've got a lot of bodies in the box of West Brom, to be fair, which you'd expect.
didn't really
Here
get.
comes Callum
We
Grant.
had some good pressure, but we didn't even get a chance off, did we? There's no need for them even to come out now, is there? You know,
No,
with
they
10
don't.
minutes to go, they can just play on counter, just sit in a little bit, especially with the pace they've got out wide. The space there. Wow.
Form can flip overnight, says Tilted. You're absolutely right. Is it over for us, lads, says the real Esteban. No, of course not. Of course not. Roll on January, says Chris. I bet my whole rent on this game. I hope you bet on West Brom. Let's have a look.
I can't back Blades. I never back Blades.
No, you
Or
can't.
Wednesday. I don't back against Wednesday. I don't back Fort Blades. I don't back for them at all.
You can't. It's just, you're asking for trouble, aren't you?
Yep.
It's double misery. Wayne says, I'm not going to go at the players, but some of Wilder's decisions regarding team selection are a bit baffling tonight. However, we don't really know what the state of the squad has been this week.
Exactly.
You've answered your own question, pal. That's a United throw, surely.
And, you know,
Rev-
he goes on about now we've got a squad of 35. But how many are actually first team players? 19, 20, maybe?
Well, he wants players like One out, doesn't he? On loan. And Marsh out
One,
on loan. Yeah.
Nwachukwu, Ukaki,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. You know, the list goes on.
I agree with Brand, says Helen. 3 games in a week is no excuse, but plus sub replacements should be a seamless integration, not a backwards step. We need to keep to one team and not rest players, says Tex. That's easy said when we've got 3 games in a week, though, and illness has run through camp. It's as if he made 8 changes just to keep them fresh. It wasn't that. It were forced changes. Rev says, we need to get rid of all the players that are constantly on the medical bench, send the young players out and reinvest the money into some quality.
Now, that's perfect.
Yeah, but who's going to take...
How'd you do it?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Who's going to take Tom Davies off us? Who's going to take...
Shackleton.
Jamie Shackleton. You're right, we need rid of him. And that's unfortunate, because particularly Davies can have an impact, but he's never fit.
The only way you can do it, Jim, is try and come to an agreement where you pay them off or a percentage of what they're going to be owed. But why would you, if you're not fit, say, yeah, I'll take 2 months' wages and forego another 4 after that? You're going to sit on it, aren't you?
Of course you are.
It's a business, as Zlatan was saying last night. I'll think of the prizes when my pockets are full.
Correct. Old
Words to
Zlatan.
that effect.
If you're not aware of what Lee's referring to, that was football therapy last night on Ramble FC. Really enjoyed that.
We even got to talk about ourselves in the third person because Mo did.
We didn't. Lee did.
Well, yeah, only because you pushed me to it.
Never.
You and Rodney put me in a corner.
Nobody puts Lee in a corner. Listen, you can call him Rodney all you like. I'm sticking to Mr. Armstrong.
You are now, anyway.
Gus, that's poor. That's poor. That's first blatantly obvious thing I've seen from Gus that was really bad. Give it away needlessly. That's a good ball in to Chong, who whips it out to Sariki. Come on then. Left-footed cross.
Got to drop that off.
Cannon with a header from the edge of the box that he's always going to have to be.
Look where our blaster is. Drop that off.
Yeah. You've got to be Duncan Ferguson to have a chance of scoring from there. Weird head.
What's going on, Ings? Yeah, got to be.
Bamford off, Ings on. Do. Wes says outclassed tonight. We need January.
Yeah, I would say that's fair as well.
Compare the game plan and selection against Leicester to this. Not one successful press tonight, says Mogger.
Do you know when Charlie Taylor were up, when his contract were up?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded us going for him, you know.
Me neither.
When he went to Southampton. You're not a fan, Jim?
No, I said me neither.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't have minded at all.
He's a good, solid left back.
And a good, solid pro with experience. Yeah, I like it as a shout. Can play centre half as well. So James says if it stays 0-2, then we can't win them all. These lot defend well and are dangerous on the break. Proper performance from them.
Well done. I don't know how we've got that away, but well done whoever did. But again, we're getting caught down that left side. Our left.
Excuse me.
And it's bad defending by Burrows again. Oh, well done, Tanganga.
Yeah, Tanganga's done well there. He's the difference there.
Oh, he's lucky as well with it, but at least he got a foot in.
James says, would you bring in 5 average players or 3 quality in January? Always 3. Quality, mate. Always 3. Quality. We brought in enough average players in summer.
Quality over everything. Even if it's only 2. 2 who affect our first team.
Yeah, we've seen what Riederveld's done to our first team.
Yeah.
And Bamford, not tonight necessarily, but we've seen what adding quality to the first 11 can do. And taking it out with some of the players that we've been missing.
Yeah.
I'm a bit baffled by the illness narrative, says Van Blade. Sheffield is the only place where the flu exists.
There's been a lot of people ill. There's been a hell of a lot of people ill with it in our group, haven't there, Jim?
Yeah, that's true, actually. We like a convenient excuse at times, but it's not just with us, these issues and fixture congestion. That is fair. It's a wider issue than just Sheffield United. We have suffered, and we will argue that we've suffered more than most, but we always do.
But we have suffered the fixture congestion, yeah. But also with illness, we've suffered because our first team squad, that our first team plays, isn't deep.
Yeah, that's true. Hang on, just check something.
That was nice by Cannon, but he's played Ings wide. So back to Chong. We've got an overlap. He's going to have to go inside. Yeah. Gus is playing a lot deeper, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Go on then. Let's get a corner. Oh. Is that the first time Sariki's got to byline tonight?
Yeah, I think it might
I can't
be.
remember him. Yeah, I can't remember him getting any further than that.
I'm just going to be doing the thumbnail for 90 after 90.
I'm still celebrating Mrs. Ramble's celebration from last night, Jim, by the way.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We've got another bottle of red wine. So we're having half each, maybe wine. Did you finish your bottle off last night after
we did, mate.
Football therapy?
Yes, we did. We did. I thought it'd help me sleep, but it didn't.
Oh, you said you were up, weren't you, most at night?
Oh, mate, struggled big time.
You'll be having nightmares tonight if you have this in your mind.
Yep. Shabba.
We've got a free kick on the right hand side. Gus is going to put it in. They've got 7 lads there, and I would say if one of them's less than 6'2", we'd be lucky. Yeah, it's too close to the keeper.
Cleared.
He's done well. And I don't like saying that to her next Wednesday night. Oh, no power on it.
Oh.
So Sariq is in the middle, outside. He's just put it back to Gus. Gus is playing a crossfield ball. It's headed away by Hegamo. It looks a bit like Isaac Price. And they're on the break.
Oh, my God.
No. Oh, he's played on. Well done,
he
Calloway.
Oh, he has. He has. Thought we were going to blow up then.
Isn't it strange how you're 2 seconds behind, really? You know, in the same signal.
I know.
It's all digital now.
Yeah, legit stream, I promise.
Come on, then. We've still got it. We get one now, we can put these under a bit of pressure later on.
I love the optimism.
Oh, that's terrible, Burrows. That is poor.
Oh, my God. He has lost something. Old Harrison.
He needs to find it. He needs to find it very quick. That's a great knock. Seconds.
Oh! Oh, flag up.
Guinness offside.
Can't win them all, mate.
Yeah,
You
Wilder's
can't
not
win 'em
happy
all.
that he got caught offside there.
Wilder not a happy boy, as you'd expect.
They've proper took it to us second half and made us look silly. Mikey Johnson coming off now, and he should be getting a
He's
standing
man at
ovation
match.
off there.
He's man at match, surely.
Yeah, best player on pitch.
Agreed.
The weekend inside, they're bringing on Sammy Lung Jr. Awesome.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, mate.
Right. Now I've updated. I'm just about to finish.
5
up.
minutes.
5
minutes
minutes.
injury time.
Oh, Shabaranks. I've saved that wrong.
Shabaranks. That's a great.
No need for hair. He's got strategy.
And they're just seeing time out now. You know, we might as well push McGuinness to centre forward here and just play off him.
Yeah, we've not.
You know, there's 4 minutes to go. What you got to lose?
4 minutes to go, but my thumbnail's done. And night after night is public with a 2-0 loss. So.
Oh, maybe. So you wanted to stay at the back just so we don't get. You can change that to 3.
I'm just not anticipating we get anything at all.
Well, we've not looked like it second half, have we?
No, we ain't at all. Well done, Danny Ings. Who's saying what here? Let's get back to some of the comments.
You know, since we've had Danny Ings, and I know that your dad likes him and you like him, I've not been overawed with how he's done.
No,
for me,
I
to be
haven't. I
honest.
have to say, I do like him, but I've not really seen it.
You know, he looks like he's treading water a lot of the time when he's running. Again, I'd love him to score 10 goals, you know, to end the season, but I can't see it. I didn't know he'd got 3 caps for England. I thought he'd only got 1, but he's got 3 caps.
I think he's the closest thing we've got to a Billy Sharp, but
Yes.
the Billy Sharp that we then let go because he's on the wrong side of his ability. So yes, he's a higher caliber over. He's had a better career than Bill, but I don't think he's that player anymore.
He's played at a better level than Bill, but I would
Yes.
yeah, and he has had a better career, I suppose, because of that. But I would still say Billy Sharp's had a great career for.
Oh, fantastic!
You
I mean,
know-
the point I'm making is if you put them all in side by side in their prime, then Danny Ings is probably a better player. But
all round player, without doubt.
yeah. But we let Billy Sharp go not because he hasn't been a great player for us, because obviously he was an absolute legend at the football club, but he was declining as a player, which is why he's now playing for Donny. Danny Ings is declining as a player as well, and it's
That's why he's
not
playing for
really. It's
And he'll be
unfortunate.
on a fair wedge, Jim.
Yeah, he will.
You know, he'll be
Yeah, he will.
taking some budget. And he might be fantastic in changing rooms and this, that, and other, but you don't win league in changing rooms, do you? Win it on that green thing out there.
That's right.
So he's got to perform out there as well.
Best abilities
So-
availability, says Chris. Absolutely right. Mon chapeau.
Sorry, Andy the Blade, by the way, for me saying that about Danny Ings.
No, don't be sorry, mate. I think you're right, to be fair. West Brom have wanted it more this second half. They're first to every second and third ball. That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. McCallum is so much better than Burrows, says Pro Brad. Pro Brad even.
This season, I would agree with that.
So disappointing.
Oh,
Yeah, I would.
nearly.
Corner ball. Good defending.
Yeah, Elam Jr. as well just did that.
Yeah, it looked like
yeah,
it.
it is. Yeah, it was.
Short corner.
Oh, that's close. That is close.
Unlucky, lad. Unlucky. Mark says, professional footballers who can't pass a ball. Shocking second half.
I think it's well wide. Looking at that. Yeah, it's miles wide. It's a good yard. Not a mile, but a good yard.
Unlucky, Blaster. Unlucky, lad.
Isn't it nice just to see him back on pitch after all this time?
How much would you want? Heaney says, how much would you want to let Hamer go in January? Heaney, who looks like a Cov fan to me.
I'd like. He's got a year and a half, hasn't he, left? Because we've got a +1, haven't we?
Yeah.
I would want 12 to 15.
I think we'll be lucky.
Femi. Yeah, well, it, like we've always said, it's what he's worth to us, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they don't match it, you don't get rid of him. What do you think?
I think we'll be lucky to get 12. We'll be looking more around 10, to be honest, just because of the contract situation.
Yeah. How much higher is he going to go though, Jim?
Well, he's not.
The only way he goes to the Prem is getting promoted to the Prem, because I don't think a Prem team buys him.
It's just whether Coventry, who I think are the most likely at this level to go for him, would be willing to lay that sort of money out.
Is he a Frank Lampard player? I don't know.
Don't know.
He might want it. He might like it. To go back where he's well thought of, and
they love him, don't they?
Yeah, they do. He did well for him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's done well for us. Let's be honest.
He's a great player. It's just we're in a pickle at the minute, aren't we? Next game against Birmingham is going to be a big game to get back into the swing of things after this week, says Rev.
We beat Birmingham. That's it, full time. For the first half, we've been turned over second half, to be honest.
Yeah. Kev says, been watching the game this morning here in Brisbane on the stream. I felt Baggies looked so much fitter than us. Fair. Dan says, not going to lie. Not going to be critical of Femi today. All this talking 3 games, etc. The lad covers massive distance every game and not getting any breaks. That's fair as well. If they do look shattered, then there's reasons why, isn't there, sometimes?
One of the things with Femi as well is we've got nobody else.
No, we haven't.
Who else we got?
Love a Friday match, but can't half ruin your weekend. George says, understand we can't win them all, but we haven't put a toe on them, Jimmy. That's the frustrating thing. After we were the most informed team. Jared says, can't win them all. Or in Sheffield United's case, can't win any. Paul says, shocking referee. Everybody saw the foul, but United fall asleep again in the second half. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. What foul are you talking about? If you're talking about McGuinness, I disagree. John Asquith says, first 20-25 minutes, we were okay. Doesn't feel like a 2-0 loss. A game of missed chances for me, for both
first
teams.
Half. Yeah,
first half. I think it were an even first half. Could have swung either way with any of the chances that were on. I think we were probably just edged it.
Agree.
And then second half, we were a distant second.
Yeah.
Leave the football before the football leaves you. Danny Ings, don't think he's championship standard, says James. Interesting. John says, can't wait to eat. Can't wait to eat was Bull Wilder comes out with. I think you mean hear what Bull Wilder comes out with after this shower. It's interesting that a few people are coming out for Wilder now after we've got a point from 2 games when we had 14 points from an 18 available.
14 from 21 we are. That's 2 points a game over the last 7 games.
More than. Oh, yeah, over the last 7. Your guest is class, says Sky Blues. Seems like he knows his stuff. Hope to see him more. Good vlog, guys. Play up Sky Blues. Taxi for our Hamer. There you go, Bald and Brilliant Lee, getting a fan.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate
That's
that.
all right.
Bold and brilliant, that's our lead.
Football Social Club predicts with a little bit of a rebrand there for those with a keen eye. Evening, gents. What can the Blades do going into the transfer window? It's a big question, that. It's maybe one to discuss in 5 minutes on 90 after 90.
Can I say, Jim, are you going to do a plan for Jan again, an updated one?
I'm going to have to do it.
I think it'd be worthwhile, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something I've got to look at. John says, Leeds fan here, thank goodness we didn't get Hamer. Terrible. Sell Hamer to Feyenoord, says Tilted. Wilder
It
needs to...
was PSV.
It was PSV, weren't it? CW needs to take his Gus Hamer coloured glasses off ASAP. Do we know what's up with Peck, says John? It's a calf injury, John. We don't know the extent, what sort of level. Fans are fickle. He's had one bad game, says Gage. This is the risk we run into. Tex says not going all out on Burrows. He had midfielders running in the inside of him and he was torn on who to cover. Too many kids, says Ben. Papa Blade says, thanks lads, enjoyed the stream more than the match. Mid-table reality now and Jan transfers will reflect that probably. John says, evening chaps, for me we won and lost it in midfield. Looked fitter, bigger and stronger and took the chances they made off of that, whereas we didn't in the first half. It's that simple really. Tom says, absolutely schooled.
Just jumping in, Jim. Sorry,
yes, mate.
Just
That's all right.
You know where we were just saying about too many kids? Who else we got? This is a team that Wilder's not put together. He's been chucked in with. He's brought in Bamford and he brought in Mead, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he bring in Mead?
No, he brought in Bamford and Gyro.
Bamford and Gyro, that's it. The rest of it was assembled before he was here. So I think we can't really criticise anything. Well, we can criticise him, of course we can, for decisions. But when he gets his team together, January, February, March, and we see what they're doing, that's when you can start saying that's his team.
Yeah, agreed. Lee, I want to say thanks so much for joining me tonight, mate. I'm just going to get ready for another stream live at 10 on 90 after 90. For those Platinum Ramblers that are able to, if you want to jump on for a call, then you're more than welcome. Everybody else, get your comments in on the stream and we'll go back and forth and break that down. But any final thoughts, mate, on that performance before I let you go?
Just disappointing second half, but you know, as we always do with Blaze, we just get back on board, don't we? And we move on to a week on Saturday, and hopefully 3 points against Birmingham, which I can see us doing, and just bounce back. Well
said, mate. Well said. Right, thank you for joining me as always, mate. I will see you very shortly indeed, no doubt, as you are now a regular on both the Blades Ramble and Ramble FC, which is great to see. We'll be live now on 90 after 90, so stick with us, and we'll see you in about 2 or 3 minutes. Come on, you red and white wizards.
Up the Blades!